Ooh,
Rolled 20 on here, and
you're live.
oh, good.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Hi, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Ladies of D&D in December. Bleh. We're playing Thursdays Are Lesbians. I'm super excited.
Woo-hoo.
This is my favorite game. I love it very much. And okay, good. That's okay. 100%. Thank you, producer. Thank you all for joining us. I got the pleasure of streaming yesterday with these one of you lovely ladies.
Sorry.
I'm super excited to now stream with all of the rest of you lovely ladies. I'm so excited. What kind of Thirsty Sword Lesbians game would it be without lovely ladies? Anywho, first we'll start with introductions before I just continue to ramble. I always start with myself so I can help anybody who might not know how to introduce themselves. My name is Hina. I am a game master. I am the gay master in this game. That's actually what it's called in Thirsty Sword Lesbians. It's hilarious and I love it, and I gotta use it every freaking time. So you can go to /GM Hina, where I run different campaigns. I have a problem. I've already talked to someone about it. Not gonna solve it though.
Did they convince you to start another campaign?
Maybe. Unless that's the voices in my own head. Anywho. If you want to check me out, you can also check out my Linktree, which is in the chat right there. And then who would like to introduce themselves next?
I can go. My name is Kylie. You may know me as Viking Mermaid across all of my socials. I need to make a nice link tree. I started one and then I got distracted halfway through because ADHD, and I never finished it. But are we supposed to talk about our players that we're playing?
You can talk about your character if you want a little bit.
Okay. I am a streamer. I'm also the one of the two co-founders of Homebrews and Homebodies over on Twitch, which is where you will probably see my face the most. My other co-founder is here with us. But I will be playing Estelle the Viper Bantanero, and she is a scoundrel. And I'm super pumped about it. So I've been looking forward to this game all month.
All right. Who would like to introduce themselves next?
I'll go ahead and go. So hi, I'm Mallory Mize, and I'm the other co-founder over at Homebrews and Homebodies. I also make other TTRPG content all over the place with a system that's going to be published in February. I make some art sometimes, and sometimes I'm on other people's channels like this. Do you ever want to know what I'm up to? You can find me all over the internet, pretty much on any site ever, at Moxie Blue, which is MOXXIEBLUE. And I get to play from the Spooky Witch playbook today, which I'm so excited about. And my character's name is Sage.
All right. We can go in the order of the link trees that are now showing up. Stella, would you like to go next?
Love to. Hi, y'all. I'm Stella. You can find me as Saint Stella everywhere on the internet. I am a performer and DM and player, and I like doing stuff. And my character today is called Louisa. They're based on a real-life can-can dancer from the Moulin Rouge called La Goulou, which is the glutton in French. So I haven't decided yet if I will do a French accent, but maybe I will. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
What?
French accent.
Yes. All right. And last but not least, we have Anne.
Hi, I'm Anne. I'm primarily a D&D streamer. Should I have a link tree? Is that a thing I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, I
Anyway.
noticed that everyone else has one too. So I'm like, well,
I only did
didn't
it
do
because I
myself.
ended up all of my things were getting way too long. I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
have time for
a
all
lot of
that.
things.
Yeah, I guess you can go find my Twitter if you want. If that's a thing you're into, I believe in you. You'll find it. If you really want it, you'll find it. I primarily stream Dungeons and Dragons, but you know what? The world is full of beautiful tabletop role-playing games, and the days of D&D supremacy end here with Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Every game of D&D I play is actually just a reskin of Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
There you go.
My character's name is Aura, playing from the Chosen Handbook, the Golden Child, studious and straight-laced.
Great.
Not for long.
No, well, temptations
We're
everywhere.
gonna ruin that.
Oh man. So I actually have the lovely book to show off here. This is the lovely Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Ugh, look at it.
Uh,
It's so pretty.
Shiny and everything in certain spots. Anyhow, if you're interested, you can go check them out on Evil Hat Games. It's fantastic. They put a lot of love into the book. It is an apocalypse-based system. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. It mainly uses 2d6, and then you add a stat to it. And there's certain moves that you can roll that use those stats. It's a very easy to jump in kind of game where you can focus primarily on character building more than all of the mechanics around things like crunchy systems like Dungeons and Dragons. So you can focus more on the narrative as well as characters. It works with things like conditions, so there's really no health bars. That doesn't mean you can't die if you don't do anything ridiculous, so be careful. Don't do anything ridiculous. But do, because I want to see what happens. I mean, there are harm systems in the Powered by the Apocalypse, but this one uses conditions that can affect your moves, but we'll go over that when they happen, because I'm sure they will. And of course, we'll be going over things as we go, so we can have like refreshers for myself, as well as some new information for people who may have never heard of this game before. And I'm very excited. It'll be have scenario playing, so y'all ready to dive?
Let's do
it.
Alrighty. So you all are in a nondescript world, because I didn't build a whole world around this, so I'm sorry about that. Hope you don't mind. But I did build an amazing arts festival for you all. So
Super
you
excited.
all are trying to get in to like this gated off area that's already all set up, but like nobody's being let in just yet. So you might be trying to like sneak peeks. Everybody is, to be honest, because this is the biggest arts festival of the year. So as you're all aware, you can hear whispers kind of surrounding the area of like, what are they going to have here? You hear some rumors that DJ Level Up is going to be there. You hear some rumors that the biggest artist in this area, Virgo, will be sharing a lot of their art, as well as others in the communities. And you know that there will be a fashion show by the famous Stella Darling. So is there anything you'd like to do while you're forced to wait outside?
I would like to find out, like, look around at the posters and stuff and see if there's sort of like there's a DJ playing, so I want to know the details of like the nightclub. I assume there's like a building or a tent that's sort of a nightclub vibe, and like maybe find out who does the booking.
Oh, okay. So you can see there is a poster up for the DJ Level Up. They are a non-binary DJ who wears very like neon clothes with different pixelating effects that kind of go up normally, but of course in a still image they're not showing all that off. You can see like neon lights around their arms and around their waist and their body, and you can also see their hair is like these beautiful cotton candy like colors of purples and pinks and blues, and they're wearing just giant lamb glasses as they're just in this middle of this like big booth that is showing for the poster. There is not a tent. It actually seems to be completely outdoor, but they're still promising a giant light show. And it seems to be put together by, one second, someone known as Linda Looksy.
Sure. Mes amis, have any of you met this Linda Looksy?
I've not. I haven't even heard of her.
Me either.
I would like to go meet her, and maybe I can get on the stage, do a little dance, get us some extra monies for the bar later. What do you think?
Sounds like a wonderful plan. Please, by all means.
Do you have any idea? I guess there's not a picture of this Madame Looksy on here, right?
No, her name's just on the bottom of it, like produced by Linda Looksy.
Okay, I just do the sort of like look down. Linda Looksy! Just, like, look down.
Subtle.
So,
Yeah, that's me.
you are currently outside of the gate, so everybody's just kind of like confused. But you don't see anybody react to the name like, oh, that's me. So you don't see anybody. They might not be out here. They might be in the gate already.
It was worth a shot. Anybody like a little bit of whiskey? I have a flask in my stocking here.
Yes,
Always.
please.
Louisa, you know I don't drink. Stop.
Oh, I also have a flask of wine. It's practically not drinking.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
you're
go-
French, but that's not actually how it works.
I think it is, but anyways, what are you all looking for? Oh, I will describe my character, perhaps, if that's okay.
Yes,
real quick.
please.
So they're a big buxom woman with a whole bunch of hair, like a big choker, like a velvet choker, lacy top, and they're wearing like a poofy skirt that's short in the front, long in the back, fishnets, knee-high boots, and garters.
Love it.
Subtle. you know?
Absolutely.
Very subtle.
Yeah.
Very
In
subtle.
contrast, Aura is standing right next to you in like her full training garb, like she's just come from practice. Is like one step away from like a full fencing outfit, and is looking profoundly uncomfortable. I think
Okay.
this is a nice juxtaposition.
And then next to you in training garb, because I am a swordswoman.
Were we at training together? Did I follow you here? Because I would never come to a festival.
It's completely possible.
Okay, yeah.
Estelle has made her way around the world, and she is completely in this like off-shoulder, tight-fitted top that has both like high-low skirt aspect to it. Leather leggings, knee-high lace-up boots. Everything is black and leather, and she has this very delicately ornate sword strapped to her hip that has jewels in the hilt that never leaves her side unless it is in her hand while she's fighting. And her sword actually has a name. Her sword is called Heartseeker.
I love that.
And what's funny is me being next to you, also in all black and leather, but in a very different way. Sage is staying there with like the mesh top, black corset, and then like black ripped up jeans that you can see fishnets through, boots, and has like the hand drawn bats. She's gone all out, and it's for her just like a normal Tuesday. Like this is not special. This is just her life.
Right. So we didn't really have time to do any kind of like connections or anything like that. So I'm just going to ask a question of each of you to see if we can get kind of like a gist of why you're actually here. So what of the arts would interest your character? It could be dancing. It could be, actual paintings or like visual art. It could be singing. It could be anything performative. What do you think? What would draw your attention the most?
For Louisa, that's pretty easy. She is a dancer. She does burlesque and can. Normally at the Scarlet Windmill, but sometimes she'll, be hired out to do touring shows. So I think she's here, she is a lover of the arts and is down to see whatever, but I think she's always looking for her next gig as well.
You said that was called the Scarlet Windmill?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
See what I did there?
It was very
I
nice.
saw it and I loved it.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
But anybody else? What would bring you?
I think Estelle would just kind of be there to not only just kind of take everything in, especially to see any kind of very dexterous performance, kind of performances, to see if she can, add any more moves to her repertoire. But also, she's definitely there to just see who she can find. She's there to people watch and to maybe people meet, and maybe people take home. So
I love it.
All
All right, looking for love. Maybe not love. Who knows?
who
Anyway,
knows?
who knows? The night is young.
So I feel like Aura has basically spent her entire life in like training for combat and like martial weapons and is not really been exposed much to arts and been told that it's all very frivolous and not a good use of her time. But one time she went out with Estelle and her friends and saw him dancing, and she's like, I think I like art. So I feel like that is what made it a little easier to convince her to forego her normal post-practice cooldown and come to an arts festival instead.
All right, I love it. Okay. That means we are left with Sage.
So Sage doesn't tell anybody this and doesn't show anybody ever, but she paints all the time. But she just like doesn't show anybody. So that's what she's actually here to see. But when people ask, she's absolutely just here for the music, and that's it.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So okay, I gotta write that down. That's important. Okay. So, as you are all just kind of waiting for these gates to open, it feels like it's taking forever. You can see the other people around are being impatient. But as you are kind of looking around, Sage, you have a companion, don't you?
I do, and I actually changed it since we talked about it.
Can you tell me about your companion?
Yes, I can. So I have a little bat that follows me everywhere. And she's all black, but she has bright orange eyes. And her name is Luna.
Oh, I love it. Okay, let me write that down. All right. So you notice that Luna, as you are waiting, is just kind of looking towards a direction. And as you follow their eyes, you see that there is a gate that is partially open, almost in an inviting way.
Good spot. Hey, I think we don't need to wait any longer. And I'm just gonna nod toward the open gate.
That is good. I am not to wait for anything. Let's go.
Oh, you have a backstage pass?
I carry 2 of them with me at all times.
Oh, but there are 4 of us.
Don't worry, I sometimes can bring a +2.
Oh, good. Okay.
I do the kind of like look. Like, okay. She'll pick it up. We got this.
I just kind of grab her by the arm and just take her with us.
I blush.
All right. And so you all just kind of move into this gate, kind of like people aren't really paying attention to you. They're more like looking and trying to still peek through the gate so you guys could kind of sneak in pretty much undetected. You can see now people are still currently setting up everything. And you can see this very business savvy looking individual dressed in a full like suit and blazer, no tie, as she's just kind of walking around pacing now. She's just kind of biting at her nail a little bit and kind of talking to herself. It seems like something might be going wrong. She has this very long wavy red hair that kind of falls down to mid back as she's just, it looks a little mussed, like she may have like scruffed it up as she was being frustrated. So she's just the epitome of stress right now.
What do you think? Do you think this is the eponymous Madame Lucky?
I don't know, but I'll go find out. So I slowly kind of saddle my way up and I say, you look stressed. Is there any way I can help you?
Oh, she just kind of jumps a little bit. Huh. Oh, are you workers?
I can be.
That doesn't quite answer my question. She looks concerned. She's just like looking now, and she sees all the rest of them. Who allowed you back here?
Oh, we are part of the entertainment.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember everything. So, Kylie, yours is Estelle, yes?
Yes,
So can you have Estelle roll? Because it sounds like you're flirting a little bit here.
I definitely
So
am.
I want you to roll that move. I'm just gonna double check what that move is called. It's under the basic moves, and I gotta pull that reference out. I think it's just flirt. Oh, it's entice.
Entice?
Entice. So you roll plus heart.
Okay. Just 1d6?
2d6, and then you're going to add your heart modifier. So basically,
Okay.
you're rolling for heart. And it says when you appeal to someone's physical or romantic sensibilities, you roll plus heart.
Not great. I'm a little in the negative in heart. It's fine.
That's okay. Negatives don't mean you'll fail, for a fact.
Okay, so that's 7 minus 1 is a 6.
A 6. Okay, so there are 3 levels. A 6 is a downbeat. That is a fail. So with that fail, I'm just double checking. Is that they're probably not good heist trying to do here. They're more focused on what they're trying to do. Doesn't mean that you're in trouble or in danger with that, unless you were trying to flirt with the wrong person. This person, however, is more stressed about what is on in this area right now. So they're more like, can I see those passes? They're kind of ignoring you a little bit to go past you a bit.
Can I use my move Shooting Star?
Can you read that for me?
I wrote it down. It's basically I can declare that an NPC is a fan of my dancing.
And that's under the...
We're all fans of your dancing.
That's actually in your sheet?
Who isn't? Yeah, it's my. I
found it.
down
When you
notes.
need
Okay.
something from an NPC you've never met, you may declare that they are a fan. They will give you what you want so long as it doesn't endanger their life or values. The NPC will demand some small favor, like an autograph. If you don't grant the favor, you take a condition. So,
I basically want her to let us in so we can get like the best seats, or get to the bar first, or just like pass us by and maybe give us some sort of backstage pass type deals.
okay. And she
I'm
just...
sure you know who I am.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry. Yeah, yes, of course you're welcome in here. I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you for a moment there. My partner is very into. Can I have your autograph, please?
But of course, madame. Do you have a little papier?
Oh yeah. She starts to kind of like check her pockets really quick. She pulls out a small notebook that she seems to have been writing in, and she'll, without looking, just rip off this piece of paper and hand it
Put
towards
extra
you.
lipstick on and then kiss it, and then like do a little signature. And
I thought you were gonna say that was your autograph. It's just like I just make
Just
out with
kidding.
anything you tell
Here's
me.
my
not.
DNA.
I lick it for extra.
All right.
For failing that roll, do I get an
Oh,
experience?
you do get you
point
do
for
mark
that?
an experience point. Yeah.
Sweet.
So in
Alright.
Apocalypse Space Systems, if you do get a downbeat or a fail, you do gain 1 experience point. And because we are using a one-shot rule, it is 3 experience to an advancement. So just let me know when you hit 3. Okay. So she just kind of looks. I mean, nothing's fully set up just yet, but I mean, you're more than welcome in here. I'm so sorry. It's kind of just a mess right now.
is there something that we can maybe help you with? Of course, my friends and I are very used to being backstage, and we are very good with organizing the beautiful people of the world. You understand? We are happy to help, especially if there are some drink tickets, for example, involved.
I mean, absolutely, 100%. Yes, of course. It's just I'm not 100% sure. It's more, to be honest, it's my own anxieties, I suppose. It's really stressing me out more than anything else. Maybe our last festival, and that is causing a little bit of panic because the government seems to be finding any sort of reason to shut this whole thing down. And I'm hoping that isn't the case because it's very popular.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I mean, with you all being here, I mean, as long as maybe if you see anything that might like tip them off for they're looking for literally any reason to shut me down. But like, if you could like, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I just can't seem to calm down myself. She's just laughing nervously now. She's seen like somebody she's like with everyone, and now she's telling her anxiety, so it's kind of coming out as like,
Madame, perhaps It is you that gives a little bit of, how you say, liquid courage. Here, have a sip of this. In fact, you take that. Afterwards, you give it to your partner with my love, as we say. And perhaps we will spread out. We will make sure everyone is very happy. I know what it is with the government cutting the arts. Trust me, mon ami. But we will make sure that today goes off without a itch, as they say.
Oh, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And as far as it goes with drink tickets, you just tell them I sent you, and they'll provide drinks. You don't need a ticket or anything.
All right, well, friends, where shall we begin?
I just say we go through the door, the one back here, and I just pull Weasel along and go, man, it's nice being friends with you sometimes.
Thank you, I get that a lot.
Okay, so you all are currently in a kind of information style tent area. In this, as you leave, you can see now there are different large stations. There's a massive stage that has been set up where you can see a DJ table. The DJ is not there just yet. You can also see what appears to be a large tent that just has in spray paint in these neon colors art exhibit, almost as if the tent itself is an art piece of art. And then you can also see another kind of glamorous looking tent that just says Della's fashion show. So those are the three main events. Other than that, there are, of course, places to get drinks. There are places to, get food. It's just a big old festival where you can buy souvenirs and other things like that. And of course, you are the only ones inside yet. No one else has been let in yet.
Do we know how long it is until it opens to the public?
It will probably be about, I would say, 30 minutes in-game time. Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't we split the party? I'm joking.
That's always a good idea.
First move, split the party completely.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to go and look at the fashion for myself. I always like to be the first to look in the racks, but I am open to whatever you think we should ensure is lovely for the government officials.
Did you just spit?
Yes, I don't like government. You see, like it's acting. Oh, mon ami, you will understand.
Okay.
They do always seem to get in the way.
All right, so we're gonna go see the fashion.
All right.
I have no problem with that.
Great.
Okay,
I
perfect.
love fashion. Let's go.
Feel like someone's trying to convince themselves a little too much. All right. So you all head into the tent that is labeled Della's Fashion Show. Inside, nobody is currently walking around just yet. Everybody's still kind of setting up. You can see a few people are putting up chairs. There's a massive runway with different fabrics of white and black and gold, all very glamorous, hanging down and kind of making a frame for the stage. And you can see there is someone who looks like another attendant. They're wearing just normal like groupie gear, like a baseball cap with the the arts festival on it, of course, and they just have a t-shirt and some shorts as they're running around and just getting everything done. And they're like, has anybody seen Della? Anyone? No? Okay. And then they just
What
start
does
walking.
she look like, or do they look like? Maybe we have seen.
The attendant will look towards you. Oh, are you here to help?
Oh yes, we are part of the you say celebrity liaison.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Yeah. I mean, Della's normally wearing like her Lolita, but you can't miss her. She's wearing like normally a white cat mask, like covering her whole face, so you can't really miss her. But she hasn't. I don't know. I don't even know where she would have gone. I've checked everywhere.
Well,
Do you
this
think
is a
she's
problem.
missing?
I'm sorry?
I was asking. I said, do you think she's missing?
Oh God, I hope not. I don't think so. I just heard that people have checked outside. Maybe she could be in her dressing room. I didn't even think about that. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, and they'll start moving towards this area in the back. And then you'll hear just I'm not coming out. And then he goes, there she is, as he kind of steps away from it. Okay, this is a problem.
Bummer. I don't know how to do fashion, but I do know how to do hero stuff. So I guess I just can do fashion stuff.
Can I try and use one of my moves?
Yeah, what move were you thinking?
So I took one in every port.
Okay.
So specifically, this one says when you return to any town you've been to before, name a person with whom you've shared intimacy here and say how you left things. If you left on bad terms, mark XP, and the GM will tell you something interesting that has changed since you were last here. So maybe can we tweak that a bit, and maybe I have had a relationship with Della in the past.
I think that's fine.
To see if I can talk her out. I did leave her a little brokenhearted, but I can see if I can talk her out of the hole she has locked herself in.
Because you have been in a relationship with Della, then you would know when she refuses to come out, that means that her outfit is incomplete. So something major in her outfit is not there, and she refuses to be seen without it. For you, that's usually either her signature Lolita dress or her white cat mask.
Okay, so I'm going to go. Is she like in a dressing room type thing? I guess she's closed herself off in.
Yeah, it's like like those big tents that they have for like big events, and then
Sure.
they have little partisans in there. It's a partisan, so it's kind of blocked off with like a little entryway that's closed up right now.
So I'm going to just kind of move any of the attendants out of the way and say just move, and I'm going to go over to where she the curtain is. I'm going to say, Della, it's Estelle.
It's very quiet.
I know you're upset. We can talk about that later, but I know you have this big fashion show. What are you missing?
I think this is gonna be something. Let me see those moves really quick.
Just start rolling. It'll figure it out.
Let's see. I think this is probably emotional support for them. You're offering them a bit of support. So you can
Okay.
either roll heart or spirit. Normally, if it's not magical, it would be with heart. You can roll plus heart.
I really should have done my stats differently. I changed them 3 times, and then I was like, no, this is a good one, and I should have gone with the first
No
way.
this
I
way,
did
no
it.
that way, no this way.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a 9 minus 1, so that's an 8.
Okay, so that's a mixed beat, so that's a mixed success. So on a 7 to 9, if they open up to, so they can choose something about that. But of course they're an NPC, so I'm kind of shifting it a little bit. So here's what I'm gonna have them do. I feel like since it is an NPC, they're just gonna quietly whisper through the thing towards you. Why are you back here?
I heard you were missing. I knew that something had to be wrong, so I came back to see what you needed.
You hear rustling, like a lot of rustling for a moment, and then you see this. You see as she steps out, like she just opens the curtain as fast as she can. She has like a bag over her head, like to not show off anything. So you assume now she's missing her mask. As she just turns towards you a little bit, not like, of course, there's no eye hole, so it's just the head.
Sure.
It's like a really funny scene that's happening right now. But if that bag wasn't on her face, you're assuming she's kind of seething a little bit, like a little angry that you returned. Like,
Probably.
you left, and now you're just here offering me
did.
assistance.
I came back. I thought it would be nice to see each other. I thought we could, I would love to support your fashion show. I know this is always a very big deal for you every year.
You know how many breakup songs I put on my Spotify playlist after you left?
I am so sorry, but you know how to get a hold of me. You can always write or call.
I thought we were done the way you ended it.
Of course not. I can always come back.
Go ahead and roll entice for me. This will be a heart.
Again. All right. Don't fuck it up. No. Okay, 12 minus 1, so that's an 11.
That's still a full beat, so that is a full
Okay.
success. Very good. Okay.
Okay.
So you could just see, and you're going to gain a string on them. So I'm going to pick, for people that can't see, we have a string table. It's not necessary for everyone to see. It's really just for our reference. String tables are used to just kind of keep track of how many strings the players have on NPCs or on each other. Currently, all of the players have strings on themselves or on each other, and this will be the first NPC string. So,
Did we count our interaction with my emotional support as her opening up to me?
yes.
Okay, so I get another XP.
If they open up, yeah. No, you could choose to. Hold on. If they open up, they can choose. Yeah, you can mark XP if you choose that one,
Okay.
and then or you could take a string on them.
What's a +1 forward?
Okay, so +1 forward means that when you roll, as long as you're doing it for this action, like working with Della, you would add a +1 to your roll.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'll take the XP, so hopefully I can just fix the heart issue later.
Okay. This was for. I'm just remembering which table to put it in. Oh my gosh. Your character sheet is what again? I'm sorry.
The scoundrel. I'm the big yellow circle.
Of course. All right, perfect. I'm gonna just put a white circle right there.
Okay.
All right. So, you have that string. Okay. So she's just gonna as she's just watching you for a moment, just staring at you, not at you. You can't see her eyes, obviously, because of the bag. But if she was, the burning holes would happen through that. It would be so cartoony. She just stops for a moment and then embraces you, runs into a hug a bit.
I hug her and I'm like, did you lose your mask?
Yes, I don't know where it went.
When
She's
was the
sobbing.
last time you were wearing it?
I took it off for 5 seconds to do a bit of makeup, just a little bit in case of emergency. You know how I am. But then I just look away for 2 seconds. I look back, I see a flash of red, and then it's gone.
A flash of red. Okay. All right. I'm assuming you were around the makeup tables.
I was just right here in my dressing room, and they got into my dressing room, and they took my mask.
Okay. Now I know you love your white cat mask. I know you love it. It is your signature. Would any other mask make you happy? Because I'm sure with there being so many artists around, there may be some beautiful other masks. And you could not only be showing off your new line, but you could also be supporting another artist.
I have a fencing mask in my duffel bag.
What's
Is
a
that it?
fencing mask? She the bag turns towards you a little bit.
And just pull out this big
big.
That will not
Jump.
match my aesthetic. She's just starting to cry again. You know, this is how she is. This is one of her many flaws.
That's okay. That's okay. It was
cat ears on it.
a very, very good suggestion.
Thank you.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Okay, how about I go do some searching? I'm going to try and find your cat mask. If I cannot find your cat mask, I'll bring you some other options and see if you like those.
Just nods a little bit. Okay.
Okay, so you go back in there. I'll tell everyone to leave you alone. And I'll make sure everything is handled, and I'll go find you hopefully your mask, or if not, some other masks, okay?
Just nods in her little paper bag.
Okay, all right. And I just close it. I'm gonna
jam my hand through there as you go to close the door. And just say, oh, just until we get back though. Here, you can see through this one, but they can't see you. And I'm gonna hand her the fencing mask. It's no cat mask, but it is better than a paper bag.
She'll take it from you. I'm gonna give you a string for her.
Okay.
That's adorable.
I'm gonna turn to Louisa and be like, do you have any flasks left?
Oh, but of course I always bring 5 or 6, 1 minute.
That's a lot of flasks. Wow.
I'm gonna hand her this and be like, here you go. This is gonna make you.
Don't get booze on my gear.
We'll clean it. We'll clean it. It'll be okay. I promise.
Just kind of looks a little worried, it's like her body tenses up. Just looks between all of you.
To be clear, this gear has come through 3 generations of my family. It's incredibly important.
Ara,
yeah.
we'll get it. I promise. Let's go look for masks. Okay.
Okay. We're gonna- A mystery. A mystery is
It's
afoot.
okay. I
I'm
gave her
sorry.
the white rum anyways. It will
Okay.
not stain. You are fine.
Okay.
She'll just,
So I'm gonna-
she'll just gently
Wait,
take
no.
this. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's not what I meant. Oh God. Okay, I think I've made a mistake. Okay, it's fine. Let's go.
We'll be back. Just drink your rum and breathe. Do your breathing exercises, and we'll be back. Okay.
Just nod slowly again.
Okay. And I'm just gonna close the curtain. And I'm going to
Very
go.
silent in that room now.
I'm gonna go to where the guy was with the like clipboard and all of that. I'm going to be like, okay, Della is not to be disturbed. At this point, you should know exactly what is going on. You should know the order of everything. This should have already been taken care of. Right now, you are in charge of making sure everything is in order. She is missing her mask. I'm going to go find her mask. Take care of it. If you
As
find
you
her
continue to
mask,
speak, you notice the arms getting more and more like close to themselves as they look very nervous.
it's going to be fine. I will be back in a little bit. We're going to go. She needs her mask, so we're going to go find the mask. Just keep everyone
Got it.
calm.
Yep,
Okay?
100%.
All right.
I got this.
This is your job. You've
Yep.
trained for this. You've got this.
I got it.
Okay.
And they
all
start
right.
walking and they trip over something as they settle and then they start walking again.
You got it. Keep going.
I got it.
Okay.
And they walk across around the corner.
So I guess okay, she saw a flash of red. If I look around backstage, do I notice red fabrics? Anyone like wearing red? Any kind of like a red hat or anything?
As you are looking around, you can see, of course, there are people wearing red. It is actually part of the design for the arts festival,
Of course
so that
it
makes
is.
it a little difficult. But nothing that shouts like different than the other people. So
Okay, I would like to use a move from my handbook. Now, this is the thing, because okay. So originally, the way that this is scripted is I have like a mystical being who I can beseech for help. I'm gonna say this is all a little more mundane, where I've been like trained my entire life to just be hero-y and like do sword stuff and do hero things. So when I use my guidance from above, I want to see if I can like do a sort of like almost an intuitive assessment of like a danger sensibility. If I can just like switch, because I feel like up until this point, Aura has been out of her element and very uncomfortable. But now we're in crisis mode. The only mode I know how to live in. I'm like, perfect. Mystery is afoot. Let's go.
yeah.
So I don't know how that would work in here. I guess it could be like literally like I could ask someone more senior in the festival. They're kind of
yeah, it could be. I mean, you pretty much have instructions right now, but you can get probably useful information, probably from the gentleman who's now extremely nervous and walking away. That would probably be the best point of contact, unfortunately. But I'm sure if you can also
I'm gonna run
return
after him then.
Okay. All right.
Like,
so as
you witness, come back.
He looks over. Did you need something else? He's like holding the clipboard really close to himself now.
We've heard rumors of mysterious goings on, flashes of light, interference. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I mean, there was a strange like, okay, I know we're in the tent, so bear with me. The lights went out, but it's not dark outside. It was weird, like kind of magical even. I don't know how to describe it. It was weird. And then heard some cackling. It was weird. It was like some superhero movie shit.
Which direction did the cackling come from?
Towards the exit. So I think it was leaving.
Can I overhear all this? Do I hear all this happening?
I mean, I'm sure it's loud enough. I don't know.
It's
I
not
don't
how
know
big is
how.
the tent.
I mean, fair.
It's a pretty big event tent, but I assume that Aura probably caught them before they ran out. So I feel like they're still within the tent, so you could probably still hear because they're just doing setups. There's no music playing or anything like that.
I'm assuming we also probably very closely followed Aura when she started storming
when she's like,
after the man I just told
yeah.
to get his shit together.
I'm like looking for a door to kick in, but there's no door. So I'm
They're all flaps. This
Okay.
sucks.
All right.
So at the word magical, I'm going to go take lipstick off of a table, and I would like to do commune with the unseen.
Okay.
I
So-
basically just say, when the living don't know anything, you just talk to the dead. How hard is it?
All right. So with commune with the unseen, when you perform a ritual to commune with the unseen, give a dangerous unseen a string on you and roll plus spirit. So you're giving them a string. So I'm going to write down because I don't have a string table. So I'm going to write mine down, but that's fine. I was.
And I'm just gonna take the lipstick and just like draw a circle for me to sit in on the ground, and then when all of Dayla's people are staring at me, I'm just gonna go, you can take a picture if you want. It'll last you longer. And I'm just gonna sit cross-legged in the circle and like adjust my pants and dust them off.
Okay.
This is why she doesn't wear a skirt. And she's gonna just try to talk to some of her dead friends.
Okay. Go ahead and roll plus spirit.
I'm gonna turn to the man and go, no, go back to work. Go. Go.
And you just and he just starts walking away, and then he like stops almost like to make sure he won't be chased again, and then
Go.
he just runs.
I don't understand why you're so sweaty. It's just clothes. You'll be fine. Like,
That's a 10.
That's a 10. So on a 10 plus, you choose 2.
I want to learn something important. I want to know who took her mask.
Okay. As you are reaching out to the unseen, 1 second. I want to make sure my notes are correct. Notes. You see this strange, like vision that just kind of enters your eyes. Your eyes go black as you begin to see swirls of like stars and magic in your eyes. And then in the strange aura, you can see a large flash of red, a coat. A long coat, and you can see this very short white bobbed hair that's very sharp cut, and you can hear the cackle that you assume that he heard. You can kind of recognize this person because of your instances as a spooky witch. They are also someone that works with magic. And they are known as the Femme Fatale.
Lovely. I love that. I don't really know what to do for my other thing. Okay, this might be a bit of a stretch, and if it is, you can feel free to tell me no. But can I do temporarily alter the unseen nature of a place?
Okay.
And do it to basically tell my unseen friends that if they see her, to just like give me a shout.
Absolutely, you can.
Cool.
I will write that down. So if she re-enters the tent, there you'll be alerted.
Sweet.
Okay. And as for the question, yes, there is a short skirt under the long jacket. Absolutely. Why wouldn't there be?
Fantastic.
great. So, are we aware that Sage is like talking to the dead right now?
You
Can
can
we
see
tell?
because at least you can see Sage's eyes being pure black as they're over the circle. So yes, you can kind of see that that's probably what's happening.
That's my favorite part.
I'm gonna like elbow like Stella and be like, or sorry, not Stella, Estelle, who is a different person, and be like, so this is what is?
Oh, this is magic. She's speaking with the dead right now.
Oh, the dead.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. You brought me a necromancer. All right.
Yes.
I love that the unseen is immediately like, this is the dead. I love that. 100%.
Yeah.
I always just assume just because the spooky is her
Oh,
aesthetic.
yeah.
So whether
Absolutely.
it's actually just like a spirit or not, I always just assume that it's dead people that she's talking
I
to.
find that is the coolest part about this playbook is that you could make it whatever you want. It's very open. Like I've had people that have played like they were aliens. That's why they can't
Like,
see them. They're up in the sky.
She has a
100%.
bat familiar. Like I've been over to her
100%,
house.
yeah.
It's just all creepy decor all the time. So anytime she does
love
this,
it.
I'm just like,
An
oh, she's
undead.
talking to ghosts.
It's just the dead. Don't worry about it. This is normal for her, actually.
We always have a lot of really good information. You'd be quite surprised.
Yeah, you
Okay.
think they'd see things.
Yeah, she's probably gonna have some pretty good information. It just takes a bit for her to come back out of it, so we just gotta wait for
I think at that point, yeah, that's when you'll come back out of it.
Okay. White bob, long red coat, short skirt underneath it, really weird laugh. Femme fatale is the name. If she enters the tent again, I will know.
Okay, so you talk to a hot ghost. Lucky you. Did you get any intel?
I literally just listed all of it. Every bit, including who did it.
Love that.
the femme fatale is the culprit.
Oh, the culprit, not the hot ghost. So what did the hot ghost look like?
It's not really, I don't see like what they look like. It's more I get their vibe and we just all like hang out in like a void together and talk.
Was their vibe hot?
Oh, the vibe was super hot for
Okay,
sure.
Always. Always. 100%.
Yeah.
Right.
Game Master, can I ask you a question about
Go
the space? So it's a big tent, and there's like a main entrance, like with the flaps, and then there's like a runway type thing, and then dressing rooms in the back. Is there a back entrance, or is the only entrance to the tent the front entrance?
There is a back, but it looks more like right now with all the setup, you can tell it's just really an area for the people to get ready. There's not really an exit out from there. There's
It's
only
a
the one
tent.
exit.
Anything's an exit if you believe in yourself.
That's true. You could lift the top. You could lift the top if you really wanted to, I guess.
But I would like to go back through the exit. I'm like, the sweaty man said that the cackling came from that way, so I think that's where we should go.
I always believed the sweaty man.
I mean, I
He
could
was
just
too
I
anxious
could
to
just
lie.
pull out my sword and cut us an exit, but I figured we probably should not cut the
I
tent.
already have my sword out. Like immediately.
Let's not actually cut. Let's not cut.
Is
the
this
tent.
the
We'll-
vibe? Is this the vibe?
That's what we're doing.
I understand this. Can we stab things now? Okay, no. Okay.
Not yet. Not yet, but maybe later.
It's my
Just-
short sword. It's fine.
yeah,
The
just-
long sword's still away.
Okay, good. Okay, just
Um,
don't stab anyone yet. Maybe
Unless they have an A-line bob, the
Yes.
evilest haircut.
later. It is
in
the
which
evilest
case-
haircut.
That's the haircut I always get.
Well, what does that say about you? Look into your heart, and I
lot.
think you know.
It's the
Um,
haircut Mal likes to get too. So
Nice.
It's what
I
I
would
get
just-
every time. Don't worry
I
about
will
it. We
say
keep the
that
evil together.
because we are following my intel, I get experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I'm just telling you.
Yep.
I'm very proud of myself.
you're getting so much experience. I'm so proud of you.
I feel so experienced. I'm worldly now.
You're so cultured now. You've been to an art festival.
I saw art, and like honestly, I thought fashion was going to be really complicated, but that guy's t-shirt looked almost exactly what I wear on my days off, so I think I might already be doing fashion.
I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
You're
Don't
discovering a lot of things.
don't
And,
lie
like-
to the pool girl. Where did my accent go there? That was wrong. But you got
I liked it.
it.
So
We're
this is
switching
what-
it up. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
So this is what I do all the time when in tabletop role-playing games is like when I need to do a voice, because I can never actually effectively emulate an accent well enough to not offend people from any culture, that I just pick a bad version and stick with it. I'll be like, it's fantasy France. Get over
Fantasy.
yourself.
Fantasy fans. Love that.
It's different. So they
Whenever
don't-
I use a French accent, I always sound like a villain. So I just don't do it anymore.
Mine
I-
is French Canadian, so it is a very
you
little
go.
bit different.
That's fair. I only
I
know
s-
I have one because I did a production of Clue, and the minute I read Yvette's lines, because no one else could do it, and the minute I read her lines, I was like, well, I know what part I'm getting.
Well,
There you are.
I do speak French, and yet every time I try to do a French accent, I just like always emulate Widowmaker from Overwatch,
Eh.
because that's like in my mind, that's what a French accent. I
Yeah.
spend all day talking to people with French accents, but in my mind, it's just ooh la la. That's it.
All right. So you all are heading out this exit. And is there anything else you want to do while you are just kind of looking around? You can see now that the DJ booth actually has some movement happening now.
I hold the door open for everyone to to leave, and before I leave, I just snap my head back over my shoulder to see what he's doing. And
He's not there. He ran.
Okay,
He's like
good.
probably in the back getting
Because if he was
done.
there, I was going to yell at him.
As you should.
So instead, since he's not there, I'll be like, Della, I'll be back. It's gonna be fine. Just keep breathing. Thank you.
All right. And you head out. And as you are just kind of walking around, seeing now there seems to be some sort of commotion now, not just at the DJ booth, but also at the exhibit. We're gonna take a break.
Ooh,
So
at
we're going
commotion.
And so many commotions happening, and it hasn't even opened yet. This is ridiculous. So we're gonna be a quick break. We're gonna just get some water, chill for a moment, and then we'll be back. So you should do the same. Take care of yourselves.
Everybody hydrate. I put Roll20 on a separate computer because of lag, and I thought it was my fault.
Oh,
I don't know if it is.
no worries. And we are back. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you got water or some other fluid that I don't know about. Don't worry about it.
Gross.
You can keep your secrets. I meant like beer or something, or like alcohol. Like, whoa, what do you mean gross?
You can't just say the word fluid in my company.
Or some
Oh,
other
in
kind
your
of
company.
fluid.
Got it. I understand. All right. now I
Yeah,
understand.
I'm so, like, come on. How old do you think I am? An adult? Never.
Antifreeze. Of course. Thank you, Jenna. People drink their bleach. Anywho, sorry. No, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Don't drink bleach, kids.
No.
You know what?
Just
This might be a
inject
hot
it.
take. And if I get canceled here on this day, that's fine. But I don't think you should drink bleach.
I don't think you should either. 100%. All right. So when we last left off, you all saw outside of the tent for the fashion show, the DJ area, and also a little bit of a distance, the art exhibit. There seems to be a commotion over there as well.
I feel like Aura's doing that thing where she's like kneeling and then like on one knee heroically and like picking up dirt and like smelling it between her fingers and like this is nothing and it contributes nothing, but it is very much like seeing which way the wind goes. Okay.
I'm gonna just pick up Luna and be like, hey, take a lap for me, okay? You know what to look for. And just kind of push her up into the air.
Wait, you talk to dead people and bats?
Well, yeah, Luna's my buddy. And so are all the dead people.
Hear a little chirp from Luna a little bit.
Oh. Interesting. Does Luna run errands, stop crimes, anything like that?
She's more of a watchdog, if you will.
Huh.
And it just puffs the chest out a little bit and winks out.
Yes, I'm very proud of you, little buddy.
So I don't know if this is a good idea, in fact, but I will suggest that maybe a couple go this way to the art tent and a couple go to the DJ real quick, and then we meet back. I know that there is some force of nature above us that sometimes does not like when the group goes separate ways, but I think
Oh, I don't care. I'm more than excited for it.
maybe we go check and we come back in 15 minutes.
I'm gonna grab Aura. I'm just gonna start walking toward the art exhibit and be like, "This is better. Let's just go this way."
I'll head to the DJ then.
Yeah, come on, Louisa. Luna can find me when she's done.
Fantastic.
Okay. So Louisa and Sage are heading to the DJ, yes?
Mhm.
All right. And then we have Sage and Aura moving towards the art exhibit. I want to roll a dice to see which one we do first. Oh, you know what? I have a D8 right here. I'm going to go odds and evens. So odds will do the DJ, evens will do the art exhibit. It's odds. We're doing the DJ booth. All right.
Let's
So, the two of you who are heading into the DJ area, you see from the poster, reincarnate 100%. It's that beautiful non-binary DJ wearing just really bright clothing, like a beacon of light almost. You can see now that, of course, it's not a poster. The neon that is on them is actually flashing in different like beats and rhythms to like something playing really loud in their headphones. So they seem to be listening to music on their own for now, as they are like kind of searching for something. It seems like, and you notice now there's a bunch of attendants who are also looking around. So it looks like they're looking for something that seems to have gone missing, maybe. Let me describe this character for you just a little bit more in depth. So you see, sorry, there it is. They have warm terracotta brown skin, and then the dreads that they have, or I'm sorry, the locks that they have are these very long, going to the probably lower back, almost to butt. In different colors. So all of them are different like hues of cotton candy, like pink, blue, purple. And then of course they're wearing a full bodysuit that's very skin tight, as it's like kind of like showing off these different pixelations. And it's just like if you couldn't imagine an animated bodysuit, I want you to try your best because the pixels are actually moving up as it's going. So It's just
Probably.
a very Tron heavy, tech savvy kind of looking outfit. Like this guy belongs in a sci-fi movie, cyberpunk or something. You don't even know.
Since he's got since they've got headphones, I'm gonna go up to an attendant. Are you all okay? You all seem to be a little frazzled.
The attendant will look up towards you and say, "Oh, well, we're kind of trying to act like nothing is wrong, but we're doing probably a bad job of that if you came up and asked." And then they'll look past you a little bit, and you'll actually see a group of suits walking, which you assume might be the government, trying to find something. As you're just seeing them kind of like look around and say, "The DJ says that they've misplaced something, but they're trying not to spread it around too much. So they're telling us to look for a remote. I don't know what it does though."
I have friends that can help with that. Do you think they would tell me what the remote looks like, maybe?
Oh,
if
yeah.
I offered to help?
Oh, DJ Level Up is like the easiest person to talk with, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to help, and if I find a remote, I will let you know.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. We'll just keep searching here. Hopefully they won't suspect a thing. And then they look a little nervous as you see one of the suits looks over, then squints, and then starts walking again.
Also, if you see a bat, just don't worry about her.
Okay.
Did you see a bat? No, you didn't.
Fair.
Exactly.
Fair.
You didn't
Fair.
see one. Cool.
All right, fair.
Cool.
Fair.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the DJ booth.
Okay.
And I'm
You
just
see they're just kind of bobbing their head, but their brow is furrowed as they're looking around. They have like these massive glasses that you can kind of see through now that you're closer to them. And they're just kind of bobbing a little bit.
I'm going to say real quick to Sage and just be, I'm going to go and distract the stupid suits while you speak to the DJ. I will meet you back in 10 minutes.
Perfect. Use your backstage passes if you need to. You know?
Oh, I always do.
Mm-hmm. You got this. And I'm gonna just wave to get their attention because I know that they're listening to things. So speaking right off the bat's not gonna do anything.
Right. Yeah. So as you're kind of waving, they're just bobbing a little bit, and then their eyes kind of move up, and then they take a double take, and then and pull their headphones down, kind of put it around the neck. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I heard that you're missing something, and I'm here to try and help.
Oh yeah. I'm well. You don't look like a suit. You're fine.
Yeah. Is it the leather corset that gave it away, or the bats on my face?
I mean, you're awfully gorgeous, so I mean that's enough to say right there. Usually suits kind of throw me a bad vibe, and your vibe is just good.
Well, thank you. You look pretty great yourself. You know, people that dress in all black like me could always use some color in their lives.
It's the bodysuit, 100%.
I mean, your hair is fantastic too.
Oh well, thank you. That's not a usual thing. They usually look at the bodysuit, but I'll accept that compliment. Anywho, and they'll just kind of lean towards you a little bit. So, there's supposed to be a laser show at the end of my set tonight, and I can't find the remote that sets them off.
Okay, what? Like, is it big? Is it little? Is it?
I mean, it's like basically the size of like a garage door opener, so it's
Okay.
not too small, not too big.
Okay. I have a friend making a round right
Oh.
about now. And she will let me know if she sees anything like that. But I also have some other friends that I could talk to. Do you have like a private area like back there that I could maybe just like duck into for a minute?
Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
And then they'll just kind of look around a little bit, and they'll nod towards you and walk back towards this little trailer that's kind of stationed behind the stage.
Yeah, I will follow them.
Okay, while you're following them, we're going to scooch over to our other friend who is watching the suits. What are you doing with our suits here?
I'm going to see if I can sort of do like a signal for like turn on the music.
Oh, okay.
Over to like Sage and the DJ. And
Okay.
then I'm just going to like do a full on like leap high kick, land in the splits in front of the suits, and be like, "Oh, I am so glad I have found you. I was told that you are looking for a sneak peek performance, and I am here."
I love that. Okay, so here's
Yes.
what I'm gonna say. When you do your snap, I will say at that point, DJ Level Up and Sage Level Up looks towards the area and just kind of flips a switch and the music starts up, but then you guys walk to the back, so they're letting the music play that was in their headphones just out. And as you're just trying to wow them, I want you to roll for grace, because I think this is an entice, but I'm gonna have you roll with plus grace.
I
because
also
of
have
movement.
I don't know if this works, but I have,
have
a
a move?
move called Number of the Beast. I'm not sure why it's called that, but it says when you transgress societal norms to attract attention, you become the center of attention. And
Ooh,
I have
look at
to,
that.
yeah. Or I could just do it as a regular move, whatever you think.
No, I love it. The number of the beast. Let me see. Transgress. I mean, yeah, you are not doing a society norm. You basically just gone. You better play music right now, and you just took the spotlight, 100%. So yeah, go ahead and roll plus spirit then.
Even though spirit is worse, but
but it matches your aesthetic.
9 minus 1, so 8.
8. So that is a mixed beat. So on a 7 to 9, your music is judged heretical and possibly illegal. You draw the ire of a toxic power, but it still inspires unity. So they are the toxic power in this game right now. So I'm trying to think. You've thrown me for a loop here with this move. As they're just kind of looking towards you, they're like trying to find any sort of reason to like shut this down as they were trying to for the arts. But then, like, you've attracted all of the attendants that are in this area. They all just kind of start screaming and cheering for you, and they're just like dancing too. So it's not going to get you what you needed, unfortunately. But they are distracted. But I guess it kind of worked. It's like a little failing forward here, because you kind of have to scoot your way out. And while these attendants are like distracting now, they're like, wait, and they can't reach you now because the attendants are all blocking the way.
Great, yeah, and I just try and like distract them as much as possible and just play the fool in a way and give them my card and don't worry, we can talk later. I hear there are rooms backstage, and just kind of like hamming.
Yeah. They're so flustered right now. They're like, what? And they take your, hey, wait a minute, and then you just swoop by. All right. So the distraction has happened. You have successfully distracted. And as Sage, you were in the back. Level Up just kind of is quiet for a moment and say, so there's another reason I don't like to talk about it out there. I had a weird instance, and that's why I'm not telling any of the attendants what is missing.
Weird instance like what?
So like I saw an attendant like help me with some bags, and I know them pretty well. I mean, me and them go way back, but then they walked away with some of my gear, and I thought they were putting it back on the truck. And then I got a text message from that same person saying that they were running late and they'll be here soon.
I may be able to figure out what happened with that. Just don't be alarmed by what you're about to see.
Okay.
Cool.
Like if this was a video game, what kind of vibe would it be?
You're just gonna see some dark stuff.
Oh, okay.
Happen.
Horror game.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. Let's
All
go
right.
with horror.
I got it.
Cool. And I'm gonna pull that lipstick out that I stole from the tent, draw a circle on the ground wherever I am, and I'm gonna do commune with the unseen again. We're gonna see what happens.
Okay, that's another string. Okay,
Please
go ahead and
work.
roll with spirit.
Okay, I got a 7.
Oh, 7. That's a mixed beat.
Mm-hmm.
So on that, you get to choose 2, but
I have
then
to
you choose
take
one
a
thing that goes
consequence.
awry.
Yeah. I'll take learn something important.
Okay.
So who was that attendant actually?
Okay. So basically, you see that same cosmic energy that kind of surrounds you, and then you eventually see a dark black shadow kind of mixing with the kind of galaxy vibes that are going around you. You notice that it just takes full blackness, like magical darkness. And then you see somebody the thing just shifts quickly into a person, an attendant, and just winks. And then it shifts into a person in all black with a large cloak over their eyes.
Interesting. Okay. I don't need to hide anything. I'll just do temporarily alter the unseen nature of space again.
Same thing.
Yeah, and just say the same thing. If this shadow shapeshifter thing comes anywhere near here again, set off the alarm. I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Then they will do so.
And my consequence is not gonna go well. I'll take restless unseen causes a haunting.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
All right. As you are coming out of your trance, and everything seems normal for a moment as they're looking around, like, okay, that was cool looking. I might have to make a song based off of that. That's really cool. And
More
then
than
something
happy to
falls
be
off the
amused.
counter. He looks over, and they'll just go, "Oh, is that normal after these?"
Sometimes they just get really bored, and then we go in and we talk in like this void space, right? And so they've got entertainment for a little bit,
Should
but
I
then
be
I gotta come back.
concerned?
No, the
Okay.
worst he'll do is knock some stuff over. He'll get bored eventually and go back.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Cool. Down for a roomie for a little while. All right.
Yeah, it'll be totally fine. But I do know sort of what/who took your remote. And I have alarms put up on this place, so if they come back, I'll know.
Oh, neat. Cool. Thanks. I appreciate that.
No problem. Happy
Man,
to
I did
be
not
your
read
knight.
that vibe wrong.
Yeah, happy to be your knight in shining armor for a bit, or
Oh.
shining leather, I guess.
Well, you could come down anytime and be my knight in shining leather.
More than happy to. I'm sure you'll see me here later. First, when I return your remote, but second, when I come to enjoy the show.
Awesome. I'll see you then.
Absolutely.
Cool. I'll be looking specifically for you. I want you to know that. And they'll start to exit, just kind of
Just
smiling
l-
towards you.
Just look for your favorite spooky witch in all black.
All right. And you
Now I'm off to find Louisa and tell her we have a shapeshifter.
You can see
around
all
here.
these freaking people dancing and like
I love that
describing
you're
the-
getting more action than my character is.
Yeah, I'm gonna run off and find Louisa. We have another problem.
Oh no. What is the problem?
A shapeshifter of sorts.
Oh, is this a normal thing for you?
I mean, it's not normal, but it's not normal like, you know, what everybody else experiences. It's like a big shadow thing, and it turned itself into an attendant, and it took some of the DJ equipment.
Is any of these shifters in your experience like nice? They are jokers. They are just playing games, maybe?
I wouldn't use any of those words.
Okay. Well, maybe
Could you please use any of those words?
Yeah, I literally would use maybe any other word besides the word you
I
just
love
used.
that.
Okay, I think there is one thing we can do right now, and that is go to the bar. To wait for our friends, of course. since we're
Yes,
flying
obviously
anything
that's where we should wait for them. Did Luna ever come back?
Yeah, Luna at this point will fly back towards you.
You found anything? A person with a white bob, or maybe a remote
You
anywhere?
hear kind of like a sad squeak coming from them.
That's okay, honey. You did your best. Come on, we're gonna go wait for everybody.
All right. And you head on your way to the bar to wait, of course. To wait, of course.
To wait, of course. Only to
course.
wait.
Of course. And we move to our other two wonderful lesbians. As you are entering the art exhibit area, you can see that it's kind of just a roped off area. Some of it is just outside. You can see many different paintings and different, tapestries that are being hung. So woven arts, painted arts. You can also see there's a strange little exhibit that's kind of like just a big box. And on the outside, it just says The Experience. And right now it is roped off. And you see a very glamorous looking woman standing outside. She is wearing a dark blue mermaid dress adorned with moving constellations, using some sort of technology to just have it constantly moving on the dress. And she also has white hair in a bob, but this is a softer bob with diamonds that are sparkled throughout to kind of look like even more constellations. and they appear to be just agitated as they're just like talking with one of the attendants, and says, well, if you lost it, you should go get it. And you can see, like, kind of as they turn, you can see this deep umber skin that kind of looks towards you, and just her eyes catches yours for a minute, but then they go right back to the attendant.
I'm going to. Yes.
Is this one your ex?
No. But maybe a future one. So let's go find out.
There's always time. Okay.
I'm going to slowly again glide my way up and ask. You wouldn't have by chance seen a woman with a red coat, long red coat, and a bob much more sharper than your own,
and a short
you?
skirt. The skirt is very important to the outfit. I know about fashion now.
She just turns like her head a little bit towards you, and then turns her full body and kind of like leans on one leg a little bit. I'm sorry, do I know you?
No, but you may later.
She worries an eyebrow at that. Go ahead and roll me an entice.
Okay. Don't screw me, dice. Don't screw me.
I want to make a good lesbian girlfriend.
Okay, an 11. An 11.
11, that's a success. That's a full. Yay! Look at you. All right. So, with that, let me look at entice really quick. Yeah, you gain a string on them, so let me grab a color for them. Isn't that 2 strings you have now for NPCs?
I do.
You're the only one with NPC strings, I think. No, wait.
Ooh.
No, we got 2 now. So 2 were on the other one. Okay. This color, I think. Bam. That color. All right. So you see the eyebrow just kind of like move upwards, and then you see a small smile. Like they're trying not to smile, but you've obviously piqued their interest. And they just go, no, I haven't seen such a person. Red is such a garish color. Not my favorite.
I notice you seem a bit frazzled. Is there any way I can help you?
Well, my attendants seem to have lost the most important thing for my exhibit here, and she'll look over towards the box that is roped off currently.
Yeah, the box, right?
Mm-hmm. It's missing its cords.
Oh, so it was a box and cords.
Well, the box is here. This is the exhibit, and she'll put her hands out towards it, but it needs cords to actually work. Without it, it's just a box.
It's a
As
nice
in, like,
box.
electrical cords.
Yes.
Okay, and when was the last time you had the cords?
I packed them, I swear I did, when we put everything in the truck. And we built it all up together, to be honest. And I remember plugging it in, but that might have been my memory being faulty. I don't know. It's obviously my attendant's fault, and she'll look towards her attendants, who are looking a little nervous as they're trying to find it anywhere they can. She's obviously just speaking out of anger. Like, she's very frustrated.
There seems to be a string of things going missing today, so it may not have been your attendants.
Sounds like you know something, then.
Well, I was on the look for a mask. Apparently it was taken by a woman with a white bob cut and a red coat. And now you're missing electrical cords. Both things are needed to complete the exhibits.
Do you have anything you would suggest, then, to maybe solve this issue?
Have you seen anything odd or anyone you didn't recognize around the area?
Any flickering lights, mysterious darkness, apparitions, villains, evil cackling in the distance.
I mean, I heard a chuckle. I don't think it would be a cackle.
It could be like could you, like, on the scale of like a guffaw to a cackle, where are we putting this chuckle?
Like a deep chuckle, like a tenor voice chuckle.
Like a tenor chuckle. Interesting. I mean, that's kind of ominous. Right?
Now that I think about it, yes. I've just been
Did that
so
happen around the time you
focused.
heard the cables went missing?
Might have been. I wasn't here when the cables went missing, unfortunately. I specifically remember plugging it in.
Huh. I would like whip over to the attendants and be like,
She just like
you.
starts. They're like, huh. It's like kind of take a step back. They now know who you are. They heard you. They've heard their story about the other one who was sweaty. They were like, oh, this is the one that makes attendants sweat.
You. Ones in t-shirts, which I've learned may or may not be fashion.
They look at each other. These are uniforms? Somebody says.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I just don't really understand, because, like, I feel like sometimes I go out and everyone's wearing the same thing, and they're like, no, that's not a uniform, it's a trend. But, like, this time it literally is uniform, so that actually...
They all look at each other again, and they look back towards you.
No, I was saying something important. And the thing I was saying was, at the time that the cables went missing, was there any ominous portents, any omens in the air?
And one of them just like raises their hand just slowly. I saw a weird flash of light.
Was it red?
No, it was like a strobe light thing.
Are you sure that wasn't just the DJ next door?
Pretty sure, because I'm facing away. We're facing pretty much a little bit away from it, so I don't think. And I don't think the DJ had his lights on or their lights on yet, so I don't think so.
Okay.
Might be. Now I'm concerned. Now I might go. But I saw a flash of light, and then we all started looking around, and we were all a little bit disoriented after that happened.
Did the lights go out before you saw the flash of light?
Lights go out. We're outside.
Oh, I thought they were in a tent. Okay.
No, the one for the fashion show is.
Okay, so this one is
this
literally
is an outdoor
just a
exhibit,
box. Yeah. Okay.
And there's a box outside that's been roped off. It's a big like building-sized box. It's very massive. I apologize. I didn't describe it well enough.
But it's not night.
In my mind, it's a crate with like a
it's
crawl.
It's something you could walk in.
And it's not nighttime, that's correct? True. It's still during the day.
It's still the sun is going down.
Okay, so that would have had to have been a very bright light.
Interesting.
Okay, well, we will add the electrical cords to our list of items that we are trying to track down. If you can think of anything else or see anything else or hear anything else,
what's
please.
Your opinion on short skirts?
Are you asking the attendants?
Yes.
Okay. They'll look at each other again, and one says, I think they're nice.
What about long jackets?
Look at each other like together.
Yeah, like it's a whole look.
It could work.
What about fingernails that shine like justice?
I don't know what justice shines like.
Okay, all right. We'll do.
I thought that was it.
We'll do the fashion later. We'll do the fashion later.
The woman just kind of looks towards you.
It.
You both are very interesting.
Okay.
I quite enjoy your company.
Like I said, we will add your electrical cords to our list of things that seems to be growing that we're trying to find.
Rachel, what may I call you?
Oh, you can call me Estelle.
Estelle? How our paths intertwined. You may call me Virgo.
Oh, you're a Virgo. I saw you on the poster.
And she just nods. Yes, this is my main art exhibit. I help to get all of these beautiful artists together to make a lovely little walkthrough out here. And then, of course, mine is the one that has to lose its cords. And she just sighs. Of course, I'm glad they didn't touch anyone else's. That would probably have filled me with even more rage.
Well, we will do our best to find your cords as quickly as we possibly can.
Well, thank you, my heroes. And she just smiles. Do take care.
We will see you soon.
She nods towards you. And she just looks towards the attendants. Stop wondering about fashion. Back to work. Find those cords. And she'll just slap her fan. And you see these people. They start moving quickly.
Oh, I meant to bring my clack fan downstairs.
No!
Mine would have been so perfect with this outfit. And I'm so sad now.
Mine has my big red flower on it.
Everyone does have a fan. Is that a...
I have a clack.
I don't have a fan. I wish I did.
I love my clack fan.
Not a feather fan.
I need to get me a clack fan, like one that just bam so loud.
You just
love those things. Oh,
I have a feather headpiece.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I love that. All right. So, is there anything you two would like to do before heading back to the bar to meet with your friends?
I don't. This is so odd. Not having like investigating stats. Let's see.
The best thing about having no stats is usually that means you could just do them. You just tell me what you
Yeah,
want to do, and
I
usually you
kinda-
can do it.
I would like to just kind of I mean, I know it's been a really highly trafficked area. But I guess maybe just to kind of take a look around to see if anything odd stands out or anything that doesn't seem to belong there.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. It's not really a move per se, but we'll see. This will tell me how good you do. This is kind of like a little homebrew thing I like to do with my own
Okay.
games. Roll plus wit. So roll 2 dice and add your wit to it.
Okay.
Or your is that what it is?
My wit is way better, so I'm
Yeah.
totally okay with this. It's what I padded my wit thinking I'd need it more, and now I'm rolling heart.
Well, and I will
everything.
make you use it very much more.
So that's a 9, 10, 11.
11. So here's what goes on. With your roll, it basically tells me that while you're looking for something very different, very specific to hopefully help you with this, you can see the tennis shoe markings of all of the people, the attendants that are walking. And then you see stiletto marks walking to the back of this large box of the art exhibit. And then you see it quickly moving away. And it seems to be heading towards the tent that you all started in.
Okay. So just because I know she's really gonna love this, I grab Aura and I'm like, Aura,
Yes.
do you notice anything different back here?
There are attendants and they're in uniform.
Mm-hmm. What
Yeah.
about footprints? Do you notice anything different about the footprints?
They're all identical shoes, but slightly different sizes, except for those ones, which are. It looks like they're sprinting, but have something caught on their foot. What is?
That would be a stiletto.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Again,
We're working on the
I
fashion.
just love that. I totally know what that means. It doesn't know what it means.
Yeah. We're gonna work on the fashion. I'll show you one when we get back to the tent. But it's headed back toward the fashion tent, so it sounds like they may have made their stop here before they went to the tent.
before the fashion tent. Hold, and I'm gonna run after the attendees. Be like, you stop what you're doing.
This is the running theme that's happening now.
I'm gonna try and use the same thing where I'm gonna consider this like appealing to the powers that be or whatever it is. Apparently the attendants are God here. I don't make the rules.
I don't know what I've done to make the tenants look like God here, but I'm glad I did, I guess.
I love
We're the
it.
ones who make everything happen, so
There are these sort of like omnipotent and omniscient, omnipresent being in the background of the whole festival making it happen. Their hands that control the puppeteers, the man behind the curtain. And I'm gonna go after them and I'm gonna say, you, the one in the hat. They're all in hats. The one in the hat.
One of them looks over, and the rest of them are like, wait. And then they all like, no, they all kind of look towards you. And they all look towards each other,
you need
confused.
to be a little more specific.
I don't care. There have been things stolen from every major exhibit, and I believe that this is an intentional sabotage, a malicious act. Now, I need something from you. One, I need any information about any strange people you've seen. This festival is big, but it's not that big because we stand out like sore thumbs. So that means someone else might have as well. And I need a timeline. I need to know when this happened. When were the cables set? Was it before or after the other one, which I definitely have a kind of timeline for, because I may be time blind, but Aura isn't.
You notice as you keep talking, they're all like looking a little bit more confused as you continue. They're just like,
Are you a hive mind? I don't understand. Hey,
no, we once this is no, but this is a lot in one go. I like what? Like, look confused.
How long ago was the flash of light?
I mean, maybe like 20 minutes ago.
Okay, great. Was that hard? And now, have you seen anyone else who looks out of place, suspicious, that you don't know at the festival in the tent, other than us or the suits?
No, because we also have the artists that are coming around.
Artists? Have any of the artists have been coming in and out back here?
I mean, yeah, because the pieces are theirs too. The ones over there. One did come over here, and then they looked towards somebody else. Didn't you tell them to like they couldn't come back here? And you hear a young girl go, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, I did. They came back, and I said you can't be here." And
Are
they
you
just
old enough to work? Are there not?
I'm like
leave laws?
16.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You look so much younger.
She looks very upset. Like,
Okay, that's fine. Child, point me towards the.
she just sighs.
Point me towards the artist who the transgressor, the interloper.
Point towards the regular art exhibit, and there's like some tents in the back area that are kind of obscured.
I'm gonna towards Estelle, be like, to the obscured tents. And just start rushing off.
What did the artist look like?
I mean, they said their piece was like they're a movement piece, so they're like throwing paint on things. So they were wearing like a white smock, and their hair was really platinum blonde, very long, tied up, probably to keep out of the face.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Good luck finding those cords. We're gonna keep a lookout. And then I just quickly go after Aura so she's not on her own.
I love that. Meanwhile, at the bar, you two are just like, they're taking this time.
Okay, hold on. Before we do this, why don't we go get everyone else and then we'll come to the art tents, okay? I'm really proud of you for finding that, though.
Thank you.
You did a really good job.
Thank you. I tried really hard, actually.
I'm really proud of you.
You're doing great, sweetie.
So let's go get them and then we'll investigate further out here, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the bar.
Well, the other two, the two of you've been just sitting here for a little while, not really rushing for anybody. I don't know how many drinks you probably had at this point. It's up to you on that one. I'll let you decide.
It's like a mimosa
Oh,
or
at
two.
least a couple. I've been talking to dead people all day. I deserve
You
this.
need a drink. That's what you keep telling yourself every time you're like, "Can I have one? I deserve this."
All day.
All right, and then you two finally see the rest of your team approaching. They all come up to meet you.
Hello, Estelle, Aura. Okay, so we have talked to. Well, I did a little impromptu performance. You missed it. It was lovely. Trust
I'm
me.
sure it was
I
beautiful.
nailed my splits. I'm so glad I wore the frilly planties with the heart on the how you say bottom. It worked very well. But in the meantime, we spoke to the DJ, and apparently they also have a remote missing. So
Virgo, the artist listed, she has this walk-through art experience. Her electrical cords have been missing, so the art experience won't work without the electrical
I
cords.
love an immersive art experience. We must find those chords.
What we found out so far is there was an artist who came back in the area that was not supposed to be there. And I did find stiletto tracks around the exhibit and then leading back toward the fashion tent. So I'm wondering if the cords were grabbed first and then Della's mask was grabbed next.
Sage, you feel a little bit of a vibe. Somebody has gone to the fashion tent.
We gotta go. Alarms are going off.
Okay, let's go.
As we're running, I'm like leaning into Estelle. I'm like, okay, so did Louisa just tell us that she showed the cops her ass?
Yes.
Is that what? Okay.
Yeah,
alright,
her undergarments have frills on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You keep strange company. I think I like them. Let's go.
It's a good time.
Okay.
It's always a good time. We gotta go. We gotta go find the ghosts.
Also, as we're running, I say to whoever's listening, okay, so I think that whoever is doing this is clearly trying to sabotage, and who would benefit from that? I think we need to think of that. Oh, look, here we are. Okay.
Just filling that quiet space. Understandable.
After
Go
we
ahead.
check here, we need to go to the art tents to check out that artist that should not have been in the area.
Well, Louisa, maybe the festival has a nemesis. I have a nemesis. Someone who follows me around and just tries to make my life worse so that I cannot fulfill my true destiny. And maybe...
Oh, I have one too, except I called them an agent, you see.
Okay, I'm so sorry you have the agents after you.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe someone just doesn't want, I don't know, bright lights in fashion, or this is a lot of work to sabotage a festival.
I have a feeling it has something to do with the suits, but I don't know how it's connected.
In my experience, it almost always has something to do with the suits.
That's true.
Okay,
They do love to kill a good party.
all right.
All right. As you guys approach the tent and quickly open it, you can see there's an attendant who's just kind of like, it's the same guy that now you're back. He's like, ah! She's like very scared to see you turn. And then you can hear a crash in the back as his eyes go, I didn't do that. Wait, what was back then? He's just like quickly moving back.
Interlopers!
I'm just gonna push back past him.
Just stay here. Don't let anyone in the front, and then we're gonna run.
Okay, as you start running. Okay, so as you quickly move in to this back area where people are where normally the people would get changed, it's empty right now. You can see that there is this tall woman wearing black stiletto heels, a short skirt, and a long red coat, and she just like turns towards you, and she goes, "Oh, so you did come back? Interesting."
I'm going to immediately draw my sword.
I draw my other sword. I've had one sword out the whole time. Now I have both.
Dual wielding. Nice. She's just like looking. Well, that's a lovely invitation.
Okay, I have something. Hold on.
I have things. It's called I Fight You.
Can I take the top skirt because I have like layers, the top layer of skirt, and try and like throw it over her head so she's blinded for a second?
Hold on,
Role play.
Wait, are you removing it, or are you just putting her under
love
your
that.
skirt?
I love that.
Removing
Yes,
it. Because
I
it's
love
like the
that.
top skirt, and then there's like a crinoline. So the top skirt just kind of like pops off, you know?
So you're kind of like throwing a net at her.
Yeah.
Got it. I feel like this still requires grace because you're
Yeah.
trying to catch. So go ahead and roll plus.
It's a real burlesque move, but like
It
a
is.
fight burlesque.
Well
I
done.
love
that.
Well done.
I think this would be. I'm trying to remember what this would be.
That's 9 with my grace.
9. Okay, with your grace, I'm going to say that it's like, because that's a mixed success. I'm trying to say that's a mixed beat. So with a 9, I'm gonna say that the skirt definitely goes over, but like in a cool flourish, you see a rapier that pokes up through it and then slashes it off, and then it just falls in ribbons down around her.
That was a very expensive skirt.
She said you shouldn't have thrown it at me then, and then she tries to like move, but she's trapped actually. Like she trips over herself a little bit, like this wasn't as cool as I was hoping it would be.
I'm going to immediately go into fight mode and go to take a stab at her.
All right, we are in a danger mode then. Let's go. All right, so go ahead and roll.
Let's go.
Fight. You can choose daring or grace. Daring is, of course, if you're using physical strength. Grace is if you're using graceful moves.
Okay, that is a 5. What do I have? Fuck, that's only a 6.
So it's a 6. That is a fail.
But I do get 3 experience points though.
That will mark you. So you can pick one of the advances that are listed at the bottom of your sheet. And on a fail, I'm gonna say, which one did you use? Did you use daring or did you use grace?
I used grace.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that while they kind of like trip over the skirt ribbons a bit, I'm gonna say that as you move to attack, she's gonna just kind of turn around you in like a swift move and then like kick off the skirt and be like, haha, that was fat. Wow, you were really fast. Anyway, and she just points towards everyone. I have to go. I'm busy. And then she starts moving towards the back of the tent and pulls the sword up and tries to cut an entrance. So,
Okay, I'm gonna go after her.
chance. Okay.
I'm gonna try and like basically like she has a long jacket on. I'm gonna take my sword and my goal is to stab through her jacket into the ground to stop her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna argue that this is grace because I am highly trained.
I was gonna say that it might be daring mostly because you're trying to stab as hard as you can. And daring is kind of like your
stab a
strength.
coat. It's harder to stab a person than stab a coat.
That's fair. All right. Oh, I mean, like into the ground. I thought it would be difficult. All right, you're right. Go ahead, Duke.
Are you trying to pin her by her coat?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a 7.
The energy is
So that
immaculate.
a mixed success. So with a mixed success, I'm gonna say that you do so she can't quite escape in this one, because this isn't quite fighting. You're just trying to stop her. So what that means will be like it'll stop her for a moment, but it won't be enough to stop her completely. As you see the sword go in, and she just and then she'll stop and turn. That was a brand new coat, and then she'll try to pull it out, and then it rips. Ah!
I've recently
monster!
learned that this is garish.
Oh!
And-
I'm gonna give her a status. Actually, I'm gonna give her because that's pretty good. I'm gonna give her what would it be? Let me look at the statuses really quick.
I have a move for when I hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah,
what is
there
that?
When you deliver a scathing retort,
Yes.
Huh?
I roll.
Okay.
Roll plus wit.
Do it.
I rolled an 8. They choose one. They back down, they make a fool of themselves, or they attack me. Those are their options.
I mean, they're gonna attack you. So now instead of running, they're like full into this fight now. They're just like, how dare you? This was expensive. I spent all my savings on it, and then she'll just move to quickly attack at you. So you have a reactive. So
Great.
go
What do I
ahead
do?
and roll stagger, which is a reactive. Oh wait, no, hold on. Oh no, you don't have to roll. Actually, they'll if they take a hit on you, you'll still take it. So they are gonna attack you. But I think what I'm gonna have you do instead, roll fight for me.
What is that?
That is just a move with daring or grace. So
Okay.
this is if you can attack back first. So I'm just gonna do this.
A 9.
Shooting from the hip, a 9. All right, so on the fight, it says choose 2 and your opponent chooses 1. So you can flirt with or provoke your opponent and gain a string. Through violence or cutting words, you inflict a condition. Create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction. And take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position. These are under danger moves in the basic player reference.
If it doesn't cut in too much, I do plan to also attack her, so.
Okay, we'll move the spotlight, yeah.
Okay. So I don't think I am going to flirt with her.
Okay.
But I would like to bully her more.
So you're gonna inflict a condition?
Okay, so as she comes at me with her weapon, I like block it, and she's gonna be like, I spent all my money on this, and I'm like, oh, so you have poor taste in fashion and poor business sense.
They are going to feel. I feel angry from that one, so they're gonna feel angry about that. Okay, you get to pick one more.
I'm going to seize a superior position. I want to do that thing that they do in every fight scene where it's like you have like the sword across them and you like push them back against some sort of object. So it's kind of hot, but confusingly so.
Always.
Absolutely. And they get to choose one. So I'm going to say if you're pushing them against a harder surface and kind of pinning them to that, they're going to say, well, I could always spend some money on you.
Oh,
I blush.
know
I
if
can't
that's
help it. I'm
compliment or not.
yeah, I can't tell whether that was a compliment or an insult.
I'm like, I don't know if you misunderstood my profession or if you just want to buy me shiny things. Either way, I'm weirdly into it. I don't.
So
No.
isn't it
Wiggles her eyebrows
hotter?
at you.
Isn't it hotter if it's both a compliment and an insult?
Yes.
Wait,
fair.
I hope
Proper
there's
way
not
to
gonna
flirt.
awaken anything in me.
So, who is going to attack next?
I
Somebody
am going to
Go for
attack her.
Okay.
So I'm just going to fight roll again.
roll fight. She is pinned, so
If at any point, she gets pinned, my goal is to like search her pockets and stuff to see if she has any of the items.
Okay,
So
so
if
I
I can ever do
rolled
that.
an
Yeah.
8, and we'll say I did it with grace.
okay.
Well, she's pinned.
Mm-hmm.
And I will
What-
basically, get myself kind of around Aura, and also kind of have my sword kind of just right under her chin.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use through violence or cutting words inflict a condition, and I will be
Okay.
and I will say, well, we've learned you don't spend your money well, so I wouldn't get your hopes up to Aura, but it's referring to her, and it's almost like ignoring that she's there.
So she'll feel insecure from that.
Okay, cool. Good. I love when I can make other people feel insecure. And I will also I don't think I want to flirt with them, but I do want to provoke them
Okay.
to gain a string on them.
Okay.
So I will turn towards them and say, honestly, a long red coat, that's garish. Are you trying to be Carmen Sandiego? It's already been done.
It's already made me feel really insecure. I tell you. I get to pick one as well. So let me choose.
And me in the background. Where in the world is? It's you. You're here. You're pinned.
You're Found you. It's over. I'm going to say they're going to go, oh no, you keep attacking my poor coat and you keep attacking my poor feelings. Luckily, I'm not alone. And then in the corner of your eye, you see this darkness start to kind of bubble up around you a little bit. So they have chosen to offer a distraction to create an opportunity for somebody else. So what would you like to do? You two will definitely see. I will say for let me see. I'm gonna say that Louisa and Sage, you're the two that see it mostly, because the other two you're kind of facing away from it.
I feel like it's Sage's turn, even though it's not really turns.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you. The spotlight moves to whoever wants to take it.
Okay, so tell me what I see one more time.
So next to Estelle, you see this kind of bubbling darkness that starts to kind of move up.
This stupid thing. I mean, I don't know if I can necessarily hit it, but can I do... I'll do fight, and I'll use Witchfire, but then I also have Luna. So Witchfire lets me roll with Spirit instead of Daring, so I get a +1 for that, and then I get a +1 because of Luna.
Okay.
So let's see how that works. Oh, sweet. That's an 11.
Nice. All right. So with your fight, you get to pick two of those options.
Okay. I will do... I'll do provoke your opponent.
Okay.
So I'll just addressing this black blob in front of me go, hey, you want anybody? Come over here to somebody that can see you. And I will I doubt it has like there's any way for me to actually do this, but I will try, even if that means I like go into the spirit realm a little bit to try to do take an object to see if it still has the remote or if it.
Okay.
Stashed
You
it
wouldn't
somewhere.
have to go into any unseen area because this is actually not the unseen. As you provoke it, you actually see it begin to take the form of a black cloak covering
black
its full
cloak I
face
saw earlier.
as it turns towards you, and you immediately move your hand like deftly to grab something from its pocket, and in its pocket you find a small remote.
Cool, got that one back.
I want to figure
Oh, I'm
someone
so sorry.
out.
I have to
Oh.
pick one though. I always forget I have to do reactionary. Oh, and then
gotta-
we'll move to a spotlight
Oh,
to you.
yeah, no. Yeah, you're right.
So with the reactionary, what's going to happen is as you kind of snatch it from the pocket and you're like, ha, got it. I'm going to say they grab your hand and you feel like a leather gloved hand just kind of wrap around yours and they pull you a little closer and they'll go, dinner first, please, my love.
I'd be more than happy to go anywhere with you if you want to hold me so close.
So they're going to gain a string on you.
Not a string.
No. My weakness. All right. And now we will move it to Lisa.
Yeah, I now that we're figuring out we've got our culprits in front of us, I want to figure out why. So I want to try to figure out a person. So I guess I just roll wit, and I'm going to aim it at, I think, the original short skirt, long jacket.
Okay.
And just be like, why are you trying, that's not the accent, why are you trying to ruin the festival?
Okay. So you would roll
Plus wit?
for let me see. Figuring out a person, yes, plus wit. Mm-hmm.
This might have been a mistake because I have 0 wit. Whoops. Ooh, that's only a 5.
Oh no. What's your wit?
I have 0.
Oh no.
It's 5 total.
That is a fail.
Yeah.
And they just kind of look towards you. That's none of your business.
But I have something called mass appeal.
Mhm.
Oh no. I can only do it on a 6. Damn it.
Can I try to figure out a person because I'm in combat with short skirt, long jacket?
You can.
Carmen.
You would also then.
Okay,
Come on.
I would also like to try and pickpocket her.
I'm gonna distract her.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then that would be a fight move because you're trying to distract.
Well, no, I want to figure out. Can I?
Okay.
Can I?
You can do that during combat, I believe.
Yeah, it says.
Yeah,
I
you
have
are in combat, but
so
basically
I have a
that's a
move.
separate
That's
move.
when I try to figure someone out
Mhm.
during a physical conflict.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Hmm. And so you can still figure someone out, but if you wanted to try and pickpocket at anything, that would be a fight move. Or to distract you, that would be a fight move.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, the bad news is, I rolled 4. The good news is, I advance with that experience.
There you
The
are.
other good news
Great
is that my
experience.
move says I get to ask an additional question even on a 6 or less.
Ooh.
So, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of have.
Oh wait, me
her-
too. But sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna have her pinned, and I'll be like, "All right, Carmen, I see you. I see that look in your eyes. You have aspirations greater than petty theft. What are you up to?" And the question I get to ask is, "What do you hope for your future?" Look into your heart, Carmen Sandiego. Or Kitty to Karen. You pick your choice. We've renamed you many times.
We've come up with so many options for you. Pick your fancy. I'm going to say she just kind of looks at you with a little bit of a glare, and then just kind of sighs a little bit. It's a good job. I need the money.
There may be money in crime, but there's no. Well, I mean, honestly, let's be real.
She
There
tilts
is
her head a little
actually a
bit.
lot of money in crime.
Mm-hmm. And she nods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's not a lot of money in secondhand remote peddling.
Oh no, somebody paid me to do this money.
Oh, that makes more
Mm.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, yes. You got it. You're here. We're together. We got this. And she just
Thank
smiles towards
you.
you. All right, and I'm gonna move to Louisa again because Lucy, did you forget
Yeah, I
something
just
on
missed a
yours?
thing because my thing's called Mass Appeal. When you figure out a person during a physical conflict, you can ask one of these questions even on a 6 or less. I missed the 6 or less part. This is gonna be kind of stupid, but whatever.
Go for it.
How can I get you to like me? Is the question.
She just looks towards you. Honestly, the skirt thing was pretty hot.
So we are there already. You already.
She just wiggles her eyebrows
In
towards you a
what?
little bit.
The vibes. Immaculate.
So while there's all of this information exchange happening, I'm going to go in fight wise to try and hopefully grab something from her.
Okay, go ahead and roll fight.
Okay, that is a 7. We'll do daring, or I guess it would be grace if I'm trying to pickpocket. So 7 plus 1 is an 8.
Okay. So you get to pick 2 of them, but I get to pick another one.
Okay, so I'm going to take an object from my opponent.
Okay. As you go into her pockets, which is easy enough to do because the coat is pretty much mangled at this point.
Sure.
You pull out a white cat mask.
Can I do the same thing twice?
You pickpocket twice.
Can I do that? Like check another pocket in her coat?
I mean, I don't think there's a. Let me check the rule book. I don't think this rule though. I don't think that's a rule. I think you're fine to do that on fight. Because technically, you're just doing it twice. You know what? I think I have to make a judgment on that one, and I'm gonna allow it. What would
Okay.
you like to do?
So I'm also going to check the other coat in her pocket, or the other pocket in
side.
her coat. Yes.
Her tattered coat.
Yeah.
Her
okay.
tattered mangled Carmen Sandiego coat.
As you reach in to the other side and pull something else out of her coat pocket, you see it is a small booklet, like a ledger kind of thing.
Okay.
And she goes, "Hey, that's mine." As you just pull it.
Well, now it's mine.
And that's why crime doesn't pay. Now,
And
now
she
we
gets
get
to
take your
she gets to pick one.
She does get to pick one.
Yeah, she does. And she just goes, "Oh, I didn't think all 3 of us had to be out here at the same time." And at that point, you hear from behind you, "God, you're all hopeless." And then you see this shining, golden, glimmering dress just enter your view as you see this woman holding a shining rapier towards you all. She is wearing this massive, like, golden shimmering gown. She has long platinum hair with a large sun kind of pinned onto it. And she's wearing golden stilettos as she just looks towards you all.
Amazing.
I drop my sword.
I'm going to immediately turn to her and I'm going to fight again. But this time I'm definitely flirting. Let me- Oh, there we go. Okay. 10. We'll use daring this time. Plus 1, so that's an 11.
Okay. So on an 11. Go ahead and pick 3.
First thing I'm going to do is flirt and be like, well, my God. You should have made your entrance sooner. That was amazing. And so I gain a string on them. I'm going to try and take an object from her.
Okay. So, how are you getting around to do it? She's not too close to you, so you're gonna have to kind of approach.
I will, as I'm flirting, I'm going to slowly move myself closer to her in a very, attention commanding fashion. And I guess I will, as I have my sword out, I will kind of do like the counter cross around her, and see if I can kind of do a spin close enough to be able to grab something from her.
Okay. And as you do so, you pull out of her pocket a braided wire that is currently wrapped.
Like the cords?
It's
Okay,
cords.
perfect. And then I get one more.
You get one
because I
more.
rolled high.
You rolled so good.
I did. Can you have more than one string on a person?
Yeah, you can always gain more strings. Because if you get 4, there's a special move that happens.
Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? I might inflict a condition while I'm flirting at the same time.
Okay.
And be like, so I will have grabbed the cords and be like, darling, this really does not match your outfit. You must try better. With cutting words.
Okay. That will make her feel insecure for sure. Since you were
But don't worry,
outfit.
everything else is working.
She gets to pick one in response. And I think what she's going to do is, as you're like kind of positioning yourself to give those cutting words, she's going to grab at your arm and immediately twirl you and kind of like hold you down a bit, like kind of like dip. And she's just going to look into your eyes a little bit, and she just goes, "You're not doing any better, my love."
Darling,
and she's going to inflict insecure on you.
Bullying and our flirting.
It's to entice. Oh goodness.
I would like, since I'm still holding on to my dark cloaked
your dark friend.
This may be shenanigans, and if it is, just tell me.
I'm all good with shenanigans.
I want to take commune with the unseen and use different parts of it to change this up a little bit. If it works, I want to learn the recent history of an object you hold, since he's holding on to me, and try to figure out who hired him to come do this. And
that I do need to check, actually.
And then I want to hide something in the unseen world, and I want to like just banish them to the unseen world for a little bit, so they aren't a problem anymore, because I have the remote and that's all I need.
Check something really quick on that one, because
I don't know if I can do that.
I love that, but
I'd like to try.
that is what I have. And this was with which one? What
commune with the unseen.
While you're checking, do I get a reaction?
No, that was my reaction against you.
Okay, so even though it inflicted something upon me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's because you inflicted on them. So
Okay.
You did 3 to their 1 reaction.
Okay.
So you take the condition insecure as well. And for that one, you're learn something. Ask a question to figure out a person of anyone.
Or learn something important from the unseen, if that also works for who hired them.
Yeah, I think that would be learn something important from the unseen.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I have to roll for it still, but
you
I
still have to
wanted
roll.
see,
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be that one.
Do it first.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 9.
A 9. Okay.
Yep.
So that means you get to choose 2, but then one thing goes awry.
Yep. So I'll take learn something important from the unseen. So who hired my cloaked friend to take the remote?
As you are looking through and your eyes go black, you quickly look through this aura and you see a woman in a business suit, not the same one you saw prior. In fact, this one is wearing a deep black suit with an open button-down shirt. She is wearing very official-looking glasses. Her hair is up in a very tight bun. And behind her, you see numerous amounts of suits as her eyes just kind of meet yours for a moment.
That figures.
A woman in a suit does it every time.
Well, and the government officials, you know how they feel about art. And
I'm gonna hate art.
Yeah, they do.
And
How dare they? Art is so good.
As a defender of the arts now.
As a defender of the arts. We gotta go attack all the suits. Duly noted. And then I would like to hide something in the unseen world, and I'd like to just push him in for a little bit and go, you know, I know you wanted to do dinner, but what about we just skipped going to my place?
Oh, okay. So you're gonna push them into this portal that opens up, and they just go and then you just push them right in before they even get a chance to say anything. And then the portal just goes whoop.
Wonderful.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
I basically want to bargain with the one in the gold dress.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what move that would be, but I kind of want to be like, if you stop now, and we will go and deal with the government. But if you stop now, I will pay you in much more than what they are paying you.
This would be an entice, because you're
Sure.
trying to appeal to their sense.
So that's plus heart. Is that
Yes.
heart? Yeah.
Mhm.
Come on. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. 11.
11. All right. With that, you gain a string on them.
Who's
Move a string.
gold dress person?
Gold dress person. Copy that. And paste. Okay. Got a string on that. And let's see. They choose one.
Posture check, ladies.
Thank you. All right. So they're just going to go. So you'll help us against the suits? Is that the gist of this?
But of course, I thought that maybe you would just run and hide. No offense, but if we can team up, even better. I love a group fight.
She just raises an eyebrow and she just kind of smiles. Fair enough. I never was a fan of those suits. And you see, like, the woman in red going, excuse, I could use the money. Okay, fine. Just sighs.
Okay, I would like to use my new ability,
Go.
which is don't you know who I am? So I get to just basically choose that people know me by reputation.
Okay.
I say this now because I see the woman in gold with a sword.
Mhm.
And I come from a long line of sword makers and
Mhm.
jewelers.
Ah.
Very prestigious. So I'm gonna kind of like
That's where I got my sword. I mean,
everyone knows it's the Fabersmith line. The Fabersmith line is renowned. And so I feel like now that I've got Carmen Sandiego still with her fear, I'm gonna be like, look over. I'll be like, that adorned rapier over there. I could spot one of my family's weapons a mile away. And then I'm kind of gonna look to her and be like, you think your money is the biggest problem you have? Don't you know who I am?
Go ahead.
I'm the biggest problem you have.
Go ahead and roll plus heart.
Yeah, yes, my specialty.
Uh-oh.
Snake eyes?
That's a 2.
Two. That's a 2 plus a good old nothing. I don't think I'm gonna level up again. Did it work? Hey, Game Master, did it work? Does she know who I am?
She just looks you in the eye and goes, "Sorry, I got the second hand. Who are you?" And she'll raise an eyebrow.
Fuck.
I don't have much money.
does she still have me in a dip while all of this is happening?
Is it the? I thought she was speaking with the red and
I
red.
was talking to Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Oh,
red and red.
okay. I thought you were talking to the
The
woman
one
in
in
gold.
gold definitely still has you in a dip. 100%.
Okay.
I know. I figured that you were busy over there.
You know.
She definitely knows who I am. She has a family sword. But I'm trying to use this reference to get Carmen on board. But she's not having it. I'm like, ugh, a rogue. Unbearable.
And I think at that point, the woman in gold will undip you. She'll pull you back up.
Okay.
Can I just say, mon amour, time is of the essence. I think we should all go and beat the proverbial crap out of the government. But do you mind if I just knock out your Carmen Sandiego friend here? Will you be much offended?
She'll come when she'll look over towards her, and she just goes, "Ah, fine." And then she'll just put away her sword and mumble to herself a little bit.
I'm going to give the woman in gold a wink and say thanks for the dance. And since we're in the fashion tent, I'm going to quickly make my way over to where Della is still in the tent with the rum. And I'm going to gonna just go, Della, are you still there?
You hear a little bit of a, what's up?
I found your mask.
And then the foot immediately open. You actually can see her face. She doesn't care right now. You see this bright face, like with cutesy makeup, kind of like puppy dog, kind of liner a little bit, as she's just kind of like looking towards you. You found it?
I found it. I know this is your signature, but you really are beautiful without it.
She blushes at that. Then she'll look at the mask, take the mask, and close the curtains.
Okay.
Wait, no. I do the thing again where I smash my hand in
could I get the fencing mask back?
Then you'll hear like the shuffling of her putting it on, and then she'll step out and hold out the mask.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hand that to Aura.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to turn to the rest of them and say, I will be right back. I need to go return these cords. I think you have a remote to return, and then we'll meet back at the bar.
You hear a kind of like a click, and you hear a woman's voice just go, well, this will not do. And as you turn, you see a woman in a suit, blouse unbuttoned slightly, as she's just staring towards you and fixes her glasses.
Oh, I just saw you. You weren't pretty in that vision either.
Just kind of like tilts her head. There's a funny thing about not caring about your appearance. When people try to insult you over it, it really doesn't do as much as you hope it would.
But
Oh, honey, I didn't hope for anything. That was just fact.
And she nods. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask for those back.
And unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to fight you.
She just sighs, and then you'll see her just kind of move into her pocket, and you'll see her pull out a baton. But then the baton actually turns into like this sword of light that kind of just glows in different hues of pinks and reds. And then she fixes her glasses and looks up
Laser
towards you all.
swords.
Well, then, I suppose let's begin. And with that, we're going to take a small break.
Yay!
We haven't taken a break yet. And we'll be coming back for our conclusion of Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Ah!
more swords. Now with 300% more swords.
More sword slate coming up. We're so excited.
Oh,
It just doesn't hit right.
Yeah, it just-
As we come back to heterosexual finger gums versus bisexual finger
It hits
I
flat.
do feel like, honestly, the Venn diagram between dad culture and bisexual
Yes.
culture is kind of a circle.
It's
Yes.
almost entirely a circle. There's
Correct.
just very tiny outlayers.
If you've ever wondered what happens during these breaks, here you are.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. All right. So we were about to fight some suits.
Good.
So you are currently in the back of this fashion show tent, where you see the suit now holding a lightsaber, basically,
Laser
glowing different hues
sword.
of red and purples. Yeah, laser sword. And you notice that kind of surrounding the area, you see like on the ground, like how you can kind of see it up above the tent a little bit. You see a lot of shoes. So you assume that there are a lot of suits outside.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I haven't been paying attention to my moves.
It happens. It happens.
Anytime I rolled a 7 or more to
Mhm.
fight, I gain a string on people.
Oh, to
Rip.
be fair, you
And
have
I
a
get
lot
to
of
ask
strings.
them questions about what is it about me that it impressed or intrigued
Oh
them.
no!
Why am I so hot? Is my-
Why do you find me
impressed with me?
Attractive. Give me your honest answer.
Really, I must know. I'm keeping a book.
Can you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
Keeping my own Yelp reviews in a book.
This is Yelp holds a little book. All right. So, what would you like to do? She has brandished her sword.
What happened to Carmen? I forgot.
She's on the ground still, but she dropped her sword.
I will go ahead and go to fight her.
Okay, so you're gonna rush her.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll fight. Let's get this party started.
Man. That is a 6 plus 1, which is a 7. I get to use it.
Yay!
Okay. So where is my
So on a
fight?
7, you get to pick 2 of those things as well.
I do. I am going to use violence to actually inflict a condition, since apparently she doesn't care so much about her physical appearance, or I guess presence in the room. So I'm going to actually go in for a cut
Okay.
on her. And then I'm going to seize a superior position
Okay.
so that I can use my move.
Okay.
So, I'm going to like slash her and then bring it back to right under her, like hold it right under her chin and say, "Please, I must know. What about me intrigues you?"
All right. I will say with your slash, since there's no real harm here, I will say that there is a slash on the cheek, and you also notice that the force seems to have cut the little pin in her hair, so her hair just kind of falls down.
Oh my god, now she's hot.
Now she's hot.
It's just like all the teen movies. All you
It's
have
just
to
like
do
all
is
the
take out the ponytail.
That's all you
and
gotta
take off
do.
the glasses.
No, the glasses make her hot. You can't do that.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
okay, we'll
that's
keep
the
the
defining
glasses.
feature.
Okay.
Hey, I wear glasses. How dare you?
I wear
That's-
glasses too. I'm just not wearing them now. I've got my contacts in.
I'm just kidding. You're fine. So I'm gonna say that it probably makes her feel on the angry side, because then you just decided to ask her how do you like what do you find intriguing about me? So I'm gonna put angry. And she's just going to look up towards you a little bit, and as she looks, like her eyes kind of trail the little tie that held her hair up, her eyes go back to you and goes, "Honestly, I don't know why you're doing all of this. Is there some sort of benefit or reward for you?"
No, but I mean, That was impressive.
That's the intriguing part.
Goodness. All right.
And then for her move, because she has to do an opposite, she is going to kind of, I think that actually with her stance on like attractiveness, she's probably going to use cutting words to inflict a condition on you a little bit. So she's going to just kind of look towards you. Honestly, I don't find anything else really appealing.
I'm not for everyone.
And what conditions do you currently have?
I currently have insecure.
So I'm gonna say, I'm trying to think, what will this make you feel? Probably, I would say a little bit irked. So I'm gonna say angry because not only is she not intrigued she's intrigued by you, but for such a silly little reason, but she also is not intrigued by you in the slightest.
Even with your hair down, you don't look any better, just in case you were wondering.
All right, does anybody else want to do anything?
Okay, this is what I want to do, and you can tell me what I need to roll about it.
Go for it.
But I want to put on like a voice, like Louisa puts on a voice and goes, "Doors in 10, thank you 10," and then she's gonna find the pulley to open the flaps of the tent, and then say, "Just kidding, motherfuckers, house is open," and do like a high kick.
That would be Grace, 100%. We'll do that. That's a fight, so go ahead and do Grace.
Louisa
Can the
3-act
Fuck
play.
out of her face.
That's an 11.
An 11? Okay, that's that. You get to pick 3.
Oh shoot! I forgot to even look at the page. Okay, hold on.
You were just so into the zone.
I was like, I got a scene.
100%. Understandable.
What are the choices again?
Flirt or provoke, through violence or cutting words, inflict a condition, create an opportunity for an ally, or take an object.
I think I want to
Or seize a position. I apologize.
I think I want to seize a position of power because I kind of want to take up the doorway.
Okay.
But and then and like start almost doing like a knee kick, like a kick line of kicking the people, and maybe also create like a opportunity for an ally to come help me.
Okay. So with this, yeah, you'll definitely be able to take out quite a few suits that were behind the curtain. Okay. And with that, was that your 3? Did you pick 3?
Oh, I guess. Oh, and the last, so I do a couple like high kicks, and then I do the like can move of where you like put your skirt and like stick your butt out, and so I do that to the like the what seems to be the main suit behind me, and just basically like show her my butt because I guess it's a flirt, but it's a like sucker, eat it kind of thing.
I like it. I like it. I think at that, she will turn a little red on that one. All right. So, they get to choose one on you.
Great.
You're fighting them. I'm kind of combining them as a whole person just to make it easier on all of our brains. So I think they are going to try and create an opportunity for this suit, the main suit, to get out of that situation. So, I think what they're going to do is they're going to, one you see actually moves towards a control box and presses a button, and the lights just flash really brightly for a moment, kind of blinding you all for a moment. And as your eyes kind of return back to normal, you'll notice, Estella, that she's now standing in front of you, now fixing her shirt a little bit. So she has gotten out because of that. But that opens it for somebody else who wants to go next.
Aura's gonna be there and just like kind of like be like, I know Carmen said that she's on our side. I'm just gonna kick her a little as I walk away. And I'm just gonna like be twirling both my swords, and I see all the suits. I'll be like, finally, a fair fight. And just like literally run into the middle of it.
Okay.
And try to enter combat with as many people as I can.
I love it. Go ahead and roll fight. Actually, since you're fighting with as many people as you want, I'll say it's still kind of a fighting thing. So I'm going to say it's defy disaster, actually.
Okay. What do I add plus for that?
If you believe it's more might and endurance or courage based, what you're doing, it would be daring. If it's swiftness or elegance, it would be grace.
Probably daring in this
Okay,
scenario.
so go ahead and add daring.
Okay, so that's a 9.
9. So at a 9, I offer you a hard choice or success with a sacrifice. I love when I get something. What will I do with it, though? Is the question. I think there will be a hard choice, especially since you kicked the lady in red down on the ground right now.
Just a little. Just like a little. Like,
She's like,
stay down.
So I'm going to say that for... Actually, I'm going to say there's a sacrifice for you, Chosen. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at your thing really quick.
Oh, okay.
If you do this, this goes against fighting fairly. You'll have to fight a little bit more on the dirty side. So you will get success. You will do it, but you'll have to get your hands dirty just a little bit.
Okay, can I say that? Okay, for flavor, I feel like this represents Aura's like coming of age, breaking away from her side. So as I run into the fray, I run past Louisa. I'd be like, kind of like look at her cleavage, be like, "You got any more flasks in there?" Just like take a swig and then into the fray.
All right, and you.
Back. I'm so proud of you.
You shouldn't be.
I'm horrified about my actions.
As you go later in therapy.
We'll get you to do worse things later. It's fine.
So as you just burst into this like middle of this battle, almost like cartoonish, you see like people just fly. You just take down as many suits as you can. Does anybody else want to do anything while that is currently happening?
I have a negative, but I'm going to try and now I forget where I saw it. I had some kind of mood where if I tried to figure someone out while I was fighting. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Okay, repartee. It's one of my special moves. When you figure a person out during a physical conflict, you may additionally ask one of these questions, even if it's a 6 or below.
Okay.
What would make you run away with me, or where did you learn to fight?
Okay.
So,
wait, what would make you run away with me? Is what
yes.
Mine are like, what do you fear about your destiny? And yours is like, hey, want to go fuck? Like,
to be fair, yeah, that's very
what
scoundrel.
would make you run away with me? And the other one's, where did you learn to fight?
Yeah, well, that one's more reasonable.
You know, I am definitely.
You'd have to roll plus wit to try and figure something out.
I think I can do it. Because I've got a -2, so it just basically cancels each other out. Okay.
You have a -2 in wit?
No, I have a +2 in wit,
Yeah.
but I've got a -2 to figure out a person.
Yeah,
of my
because your
injury.
condition. You're right.
But I rolled a 9.
That would be
6.
No, I'm sorry, 7. So that would still be a mixed beat.
Let's see. So do I get to ask the 2 questions off of the figure out a person and then my special question?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't done
Follow
this
the
one
move
yet.
first, and then you ask your extra question.
Okay. So I'm going to ask the main woman in the suit. What do you hope to get from destroying this festival? And
Okay.
also, what do you love most?
Okay. So as you ask these 2 questions, you see her just kind of look a little distraught for a moment, like she's trying to find a proper answer. And she just says, "This is all I've ever known. This is who I'm made to be. My family expects this of me. And I love them dearly."
After that one, I'm then going to use my repartee. And I was going to ask her, where did she learn to fight? But now I'm going to ask her, what would make you run away with me?
She just kind of like stops. And then she looks around, trying to find anything. Like her eyes are just searching. And you've made her lose her cool at this point. And she just kind of looks back into your eyes and she goes, "First, I get to ask you a question.
Of course.
Who do you love most?"
Myself.
Where's the lie, though?
It's kind of like, you see her like expression of like trying to find something and a little bit of like nervousness just kind of drop. And she goes, "Well, honestly, to get me to run away with you, you'd probably have to care about more than just yourself."
That's fair.
Can the rest of us hear this conversation?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Even amongst the like baddies.
Yeah, because I feel like at this point, like all of them are like, "Oh, you bowled them over," and they're just like,
I mean, at this point, it's not that I don't care about other people. She just said, what do I love most? And when push comes to shove, she's always going to get herself out of the situation.
I would like to try something, and I think it goes under Defy Disaster, because it's not technically a move I have, but I'd like to try it anyway.
"What would you like to do?"
Because I can hide things in the unseen world, I'd first like to open a portal and take my sword out of the unseen world, because she doesn't want to carry it around all the time, so she leaves it with her dead friends. And then she's kind of just going to shut
Here,
her
hold
eyes. Yeah, she's like, just hold this when I don't want to carry it. It's fine. But she's going to shut her eyes, and I'm going to use like spirit to do willpower or metaphysical skill, and say, "Hey, do me a favor. Suits, get them out of my way." And just ask her unseen friends to take care of a few of them for her.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that Defy Disaster. I like to imagine that you open the portal to get your sword out, and you just see the shadow go, "Oh, hey," and then it closes.
Yeah. I rolled a 10.
10, perfect. So out of 10, you do it with style. At the GM's discretion. You may also learn new information, discover a new opportunity, or gain a string on someone. So with this, you ask the unseen to keep these out of your way. And I will say, Aura, since you are in the center with all of these fighting, you see black arms just start to wrap around the legs, and they start to quickly pull them under, and you see them just kind of going into the ground.
I was just gonna smack them around a little. I didn't know we were banishing them to other planes of existence.
Well, I mean, use the skills you have when you have them.
Okay.
It's okay. It's just the ghosts.
It is certainly not okay.
They're friendly, I promise.
Oh
Well, they're friendly to me, I promise.
Oh my god. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do?
I'm going to boot towards the gate, and I'm going to open the gate to the audience, and I'm going to say, "Surprise! We are opening the festival with an immersive art experience entitled Art and the Lesbians versus the Man. Come!"
Go ahead and roll entice, but I'm gonna give you a +2 forward. So add a +2 to it.
Amazing. And
I want a
entice
real
with
thing that
hearts.
is called the Art and the Lesbians versus the Man. I want it to be a real thing.
I need that on a
Somebody
sweatshirt now.
That's a 12 total.
Nice, perfect success. So you see everybody's just going like, "Oh, finally it's open!" And they start just working it in. They're like, "What is this experience?" And they're like, "Oh," and then you see the DJ like looking up, like, "We started? Oh, and then just immediately moves to like turn on the music." So
I just have a feeling that like having people there who are like enjoying art and stuff will like somehow defeat the man. It's a vibes thing.
Sounds real.
Oh my god, I love it. So you all hear cheers and excitement outside as the main suit, just kind of looks around and goes, "Well, it seems I'm at an impasse," and she'll just kind of let her sword shut down.
Nice. I'm gonna grab. I don't want to go again too soon, but I definitely want to like grab the cords to make sure the DJ like can do their full show as the people are like streaming into the gates.
Okay, he needs the controller.
I'm not. Gonna
That'll be
say
the
what we're
remote.
doing, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll be
yeah,
the
I
remote.
have that one.
Oh yeah. Okay, then maybe I'll just tell you. You should go and bring the remote to your new friend. It's a good time to start the show, if you know what I mean.
Very good call. And I will, seeing that, you know, my ghost friends are pulling suits down under, so my job here is done. And I'm gonna run off to my DJ friend.
Okay. So you quickly run out of the tent. The rest of you see her just kind of like looking up towards you, Estelle, and just kind of like, so I'm probably fired. You won.
Look, your family sounds not very great. Maybe. Have you ever thought about doing almost anything else?
No, well, this is all you know.
Do you enjoy it?
If it's all you know, there's not much other options, are there?
Look around you. You're at an art festival. There's a DJ. There's beautiful paintings. You're about to see a fashion show. There's so many options available to you. Why not find something new that you like?
Perhaps. I don't know how I'm going to put in my report that all of my subordinates got pulled under by black, shadowy hands.
Well, you know, maybe you just don't go back. Maybe you find something here that you enjoy more.
An interesting proposal. And she'll just fix her glasses. And then she'll just nod towards you all then. Well then. Good day. And she'll start to walk out.
Can I like run after her and do like a wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll
I'm
just
gonna
like look towards you.
be like, I know what it's like to have one thing that you spend your whole life being told to do and trained to do, and then what it's like when maybe that's not your destiny after all. And after today, I think I've learned some things about myself, and I think you might have too. And there's one thing that's helped me more than anything for overcoming, from breaking out of these roles we've been written. And I'm gonna hand her the rest of the flask I got from Louisa. I'm like, have you heard about whiskey?
She'll take the flask from you gently, and she'll look at it. It smells horrid.
It is, but it's great.
And then she'll just, like, kind of watch you for a moment, and then just move and kiss your cheek. And then just take a sip from it. I don't care about my own appearance, but you are breathtaking. And she starts to walk away.
She stole my move. I was gonna come give you a kiss on the cheek before I went to go see Virgo and say, I'm so proud of you.
I
I have two cheeks.
have more than one. That's the beauty of this. The human anatomy. Got to.
So I will have watched that exchange, and I will come up to her and be like, I'm very proud of you. You've learned a lot today. And you know what? I think you've changed her life. You've done a very good job today. And I'll give her a kiss on the cheek, and I will say, I am off to go see Virgo. Please go find something and enjoy yourself, okay?
Oh, okay.
Give yourself a break. Go have some fun.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn to Louisa. Is there gonna be dancing?
Literally, I think as this camera like swings to Louisa, they're already with 3 of the suits, and they've like ripped their pants into short shorts, taken their jackets off, tied the like shirts into things, and is like teaching them choreography. Is
They're
there
gonna, like-
going to be dancing? Mon ami, life is a dance.
The suits that you've done this to, they're a little blushed. Like, they're like obviously flushed about this, but they're like trying their best.
They're gonna be my backup dancers for the show.
Okay, great. I'd be like, I think watching dance might be my passion.
Do you know what you can also do in the audience? Find somebody to make out with. Now go!
All right. And with that, you all get to finally enjoy the festival as everything starts to like light up. And I will move to the DJ booth as you quickly move and you pass the remote. They're like, oh my God, I knew my vibe check was correct. And they just like take it. Thank you.
What kind of
Holy
knight in
shit.
shining leather would I be?
That's true. Can I hire you to like just stay by my side at all times?
You absolutely can. In exchange, though, I was wondering if my payment could be if we would go through the art exhibit together after your show is done.
I would very much enjoy that. They just kind of smile towards you.
Well, then I will be by your side all night.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe multiple nights?
I think multiple nights sounds lovely.
And they just kind of nod towards you and smile. All right. And to Virgo, you immediately rush and you hand the cords.
Off to Virgo.
And
I
she
think
goes,
you are missing
"Oh."
these.
You are a sure godsend, and she'll just take them from you. Quick! And she'll throw them to the attendant. Plug it in! They'll just like quickly run. She just looks back towards you, face back to that like admiring one. How can I ever repay you?
Will you take me through and explain everything?
Oh, absolutely, darling. It's not that hard to actually explain. It's more of a light show inside, if you will.
I've heard it's very immersive.
It can be. And she wiggles her eyebrows a little bit. And she just starts to like lead you into the big old box.
Mhm.
All right.
I'll leave it.
Yep. I heard it too.
Does anybody else want to do anything before I bring up the finale?
No. Aura is hypnotized and will not be doing anything ever again. Except watching burlesque.
Hell yeah.
New destiny.
Your new destiny is to watch Louisa do burlesque.
You can be a stage kitten for burlesque shows.
Yeah.
So cute. Oh my god. And as we zoom out on Louisa's beautiful dance with her strangely dressed backup dancers, we're going to end the session there. Yay! Thank you everybody so much for hanging out with us. This was Thursday Star Lesbians. Let me show the book again. Ooh. Oh. If you don't have this book, why? Just kidding. Go get it. It's over on Evil Hat Games. It's fantastic and amazing. And they just released a supplement, Advanced Lovers and Lesbians, which I have backed on Kickstarter. The Kickstarter's over, unfortunately, but you can get digital books, I think, soon. And I know that the modules are available on Roll20, so you can play it on Roll20. That's what we did. It was a lot of fun. So you can get all that good stuff there.
Also,
One of my
while you're
favorites.
there, buy more stuff because all of their games are rad.
I am a avid lover of Evil Hat Games. I wish they would love me back. I write them so many love letters. But, you know.
Aw.
Really?
that's how it goes.
One day.
If, one day they'll love me back. One day they'll write me back and say, we love you too. And I'll go,
I'm just waiting for the day I can pivot from being just a full-time D&D streamer to D&D / Monster of the Week. Because I don't know how to tell this, but I'm way more of like a Buffy hoe than like a Tolkien bro. You know what I mean?
Monster,
Like,
Monster
I get it.
Well,
I get it.
It's my
No, yeah.
absolute favorite. Bar none. That's my favorite game. I mean, I'm sorry. No, this is. Wait, no, that is. No, this is. I can't pick. I like both of them equally.
They're both favorite games, and
They're
that's
both my favorite
perfectly fine.
I got 3 favorites: D&D, Thirsty Star Lesbians, and Monsters of the Week. That's all my. But this one is probably fighting for top spot in current events. But yeah, go check it
I
out.
think this is my favorite combat system.
Yeah,
Me
it's very
too.
simple with the spotlight movement. I like it a lot, and it allows for more narrative, and then you guys have that freedom to do whatever you actually want to do. Like when you were concerned, like there's no investigative, that means that you probably could just do it. And I love that kind of thing, that you guys can just do what you need to do. It was so funny because in one game, even though there wasn't a harm system, somebody jumped from a roof. So that was why I have to put that disclaimer, like you could still die just because there's no harm tracker. You could, I mean, you probably shouldn't do that. I had to make like a whole scenario where it was like epic and they landed in a net or something. And I was like, oh God, don't do that again. Oh, jeez.
Maybe a hot take, but I don't think you should jump off rooftops.
Probably not. Not what I would
Good
suggest.
advice.
I mean, with supports, maybe with cool like action movies, cool, without a like net below you, maybe not. But we hope you enjoy it. Hopefully you all love this lovely lesbian adventure. I enjoyed playing it with all of you. Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you.
I loved it very
Yes,
dearly.
Thank you.
Will
You
hold a
did
place in my
wonderful
heart.
job.
Thank you,
Thank you.
so much for another amazing night, Hina. I was lucky enough to
Yes.
get to play with you last night, and that's 2 nights of Hina in a row for me. I'm
I was so
spoiled.
sad that I didn't get in last night, but I
That's
knew
okay.
that I had tonight.
I'm so glad you were able to make it to it. I'm so glad you guys played today. This was like the best group of lesbians. I love it.
That may be the
All
highest
right.
compliment I have ever
I'm
received.
Let's go ahead and do outros then. I will start with myself, kind of go down the same like list as it's listed down there. My name is Hina. I'm a GM. I've been GMing for 3 years now. I've lost track, but that's the number I keep saying. I'm hopelessly addicted to tabletop, and I'm very thankful I get to share it with all of my friends and all of you. If you want to see more of my tabletop, you should go over to twitch.tv/GMHina, or you can check out my link tree. I think it's actually the bouncing little link that's in there. So feel free to click on that and come follow me. And I play things like Dungeons and Dragons. I have an ongoing Monster of the Week campaign. I have a Curse of Strahd campaign. And I'm about to run another Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I'm homebrewing completely. It'll be fun. So there's a lot. That's what I'm doing. So come hang out with me. I love it. And I guess moving down the line, we have Kylie.
Hi, I'm Kylie. You can find me all over the internet at Viking_mermaid. My Twitter is listed there. I don't play as much on my own Twitch as I should. I'm trying to work on that, but I am a co-founder of Homebrews and Homebodies with the beautiful Mal. You will see us there every Monday and Thursday. Thursdays is our D&D night, and I will let her talk about our Monday night game. But coming, I'm just a player and an idea giver. I definitely don't DM, but coming in the new year, we are hoping to make Monday nights our more experimental nights. So you may see things like this. You may see a one shot. You're definitely going to see, we're going to try to bring in as many people as we can for collab nights. So hopefully we will have all of that ready for you in the new year.
All right, continuing down that line, we have Mallory.
Hi, so I'm Mallory. I also I co-founded Homebrews and Homebodies with Kylie. I am a GM and a player over there. I GM on Monday nights, which is where we play Everyone's Forgotten currently, which is a Memory Lane campaign. I'm the one that GMs it because I wrote Memory Lane, and it will be published early next year. What else do I do? I make art for different TTRPG spaces and things like that. You can find me and my shenanigans anywhere on the internet under Moxie Blue, MOXXIEBLUE. And I sometimes am on other people's channels, like Ladies of D&D, and we played with Anne a couple weeks ago. So I am all over the internet, and if you ever want to find me, just check Twitter because I forget most other social media exists. But yeah, that's me.
All right, continuing down, we have Stella.
Hi y'all. You can find me on the internet as Saint Stella, basically everywhere. I actually used to do burlesque, so this was such a joy to be able to bring that into.
I did too. I'm so happy you did it.
It's been like a while. Like I've been trying to work that in a character, and I'm really happy I finally got to do that. So thank you very much. This was a blast. I should be coming back in a few weeks with my homebrew campaign called Adventures in Asteri on my Twitch channel. We're probably going to be doing Wednesdays, but I'm just getting the group back together for a reunion tour. Whatever, that was weird. But yeah, this was a blast. It was great to meet you all. I hope I can maybe like pop in on your channel sometimes.
Absolutely.
You're all a joy to play with.
Yes, please join us.
Amazing.
All right, and last but certainly not least, we have Ian.
That's me. Hi, my name's Diane. I stream a heck ton of D&D. I run a few campaigns, but the one that seems most relevant to these interests is called Be Gay, Do Crime, in which a rotating cast or queer streamers are sent on various missions by the Alphabet Mafia to further the gay agenda through illegal means. And it's about as ridiculous as it sounds. It's great.
We played Punch-a-Mage.
We played Punch-a-Mage.
I had 1,000 ball bearings and I released them into the streets.
Nice.
It was great.
As you do. Yeah, so I run that. I'm gonna be streaming later on my channel. I'm probably now, honestly, because I'm working on an AR cosplay, and I do a lot of like stuff like that, like cosplaying or map making or homebrewing and all that kind of stuff on my thing. But also, if you want to see more of me, I sure heckin' hope you followed Ladies of D&D, because if you didn't, you're a fool. And also, you won't see me tomorrow when I'm back here running one of my favorite. I'm running The Quiet Year, which is a
yeah, I'm playing in
map-making
that.
game.
So
That's gonna be
good.
great.
I'm really looking forward to that
It's
one.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm
I
really
do think
excited to watch it.
It's like, it's a really cool game. Like, I've never seen a game that uses map making as the gameplay, and it's super fun. I've run it on my channel before. It's great. Yep. We're gonna do it. We're gonna, and it's fun because when I make my maps, I spend so much effort trying to make them all look all beautiful and perfect, and then we just like play this game, and it's essentially MS Paint, and it's an absolute delight. Okay,
Love
that's
that.
what I got. That's what I got.
So good.
If you all like the map making thing, there's a VOD on here of The Last Masquerade, which also you make the map as you play. Just to throw that out there, if y'all want another VOD to watch after you watch The Quiet Year and all of that amazingness, it's gonna happen tomorrow.
So many dining rooms.
I feel like
I
also when
accidentally
you
had 4 dining rooms.
I feel like also when you said if you're not following Ladies of D&D, you're a fool. Like it needed to be like a zoom in, and you're like you're a fool.
Yeah. Yes. Also, if you're a vampire, any room can be a dining room.
It's true. That's very true. The more you know. But thank you everybody so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. I always love running this game, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a great time. It's fantastic. But I guess we'll go ahead and sign off. So we'll see you all next time. I don't know when the next Ladies of D&D stream will be, so I don't want to make any announcements that I don't know about.
7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Woo!
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.